Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. Kia ora! Welcome to the Scare House. I'm your host, Jono Pryor. Please welcome to the room, Benjamin Boyce. Dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
Dun, dun,
I
dun.
like what you've done with the place.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's really terrifying.
Well, I'd like to thank my partners Look Sharp, who have helped create this wonderful wonderland of horror.
Oh, great.
Look Sharp, if you want to look sharp.
Head to Look Sharp.
How much are they paying you for this?
Can you say thanks to Look Sharp?
Anyway, I think like you've done enough plugging for them.
Thanks to Look
No,
Sharp.
I haven't.
So the deal is Ben's going to watch 5 of the world's scariest horror movies non-stop. Every Friday he gets money comes off this $10,000 prize pool. And what's left over tomorrow we shall be giving away.
And the only way that you can get in to win some of this money, or all the money that's left, is by commenting, just any comment at all, on this right now on Facebook.
So the first scary movie we're going to watch is the 1 p.m. press conference with Chris Hipkins.
Yeah.
To see if Christchurch is going to head into
too soon, too soon.
level 3. Is it too soon or has it even been?
Yeah, well, that's terrifying.
Okay,
too.
so Ben, the first movie you got is Scream. Right?
Okay, I've seen this one before. That didn't count. It didn't count. We hadn't started.
Okay, I'm going to push play on this laptop.
Okay,
Grab a seat.
I've seen Scream. I feel like we're building into things, but I haven't seen it for many years. I know there's some frights.
I didn't sign up for a TED talk.
Oh, my.
That's his favourite line at the moment. His favourite line is, I don't want to hear your TED talk.
It was really awkward when I said that at a TED talk. They were like, oh, okay, well, why'd you turn up?
So if I just click play on here,
Okay, all right.
on our illegal streaming site from Russia,
We've paid for these.
thanks to the Russian mafia, for
Okay.
this legal coffee.
Yeah.
Scream. Good luck.
Okay. Are you gonna stay with me?
Oh, I'm not saying it. Got some emails to clear.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. That was.
Already there's cash gone.
Very glitchy. Don't answer the phone. Why is she answering her phone? So obviously you can't see this on the live stream. It's Drew Barrymore. She's talking. She's spending a lot of time talking to someone that she doesn't know. She's very persistent. I'm already nervous. I'm nervous. Probably more nervous about Jono at the moment. Now she's making popcorn. She really is engaging for a long conversation with someone she doesn't know.
No, the one with the guy in the white mask who walks around and stalks babysitters. What's yours? Right here on Elm Street.
Is that the one where the guy had knives for fingers?
Yeah, Freddy Krueger.
Freddy, that's right. I like that.
I feel like I've seen this and there's going to be a fright coming up. Why is she still talking to him? Hang up.
Why do you want to know my name?
Uh-oh. He's looking at her.
What'd you say?
Then the Wi-Fi's dropped out.
It's not what you said.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Look, I gotta go.
I hate scary movies.
I don't think so.
Don't. Popcorn Just put the popcorn on for too long. No. Sim again.
Yes?
Don't.
What do you want? Well, dial someone else, okay?
Okay, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. Get the popcorn.
Asshole!
You listen, you little bitch. You hang up on me again, I'll cut you like a fish, understand?
Kind of joke?
More of a game, really.
Oh, this is a lot comical. Ah. Ugh. It's already intense.
Listen, I am 2 seconds away from calling the police.
We'll call the police. Why should you not call the police?
What?
Hang up, call the police. Hang up and call the police. Hang up, call the police. Call the police. No, it wasn't right. Wasn't right.
Who's there? Who's there?
Call the police.
I'm calling the police.
Call the police, jeez.
You've had your fun now, so I think you better just leave or else.
Or else what?
Or else my boyfriend will be here any second and he'll be pissed when he finds out.
I thought you didn't have a boyfriend.
I lied. I do have a boyfriend and he'll be here any second, so your ass better be good. I swear. He's big and he plays football and he'll kick the shit out of you.
Scared. Shaking in my boots.
I can't remember where he is. I know he's somewhere. But I haven't. What?
How do you know his name?
Turn on the patio lights. Again.
Oh, jeez. That's your boyfriend. Come on. Call the police. Ah.
Just do it.
Oh, God.
Here's how we play. I ask a question. If you get it right, Steve wins. Come on, it'll be fun.
I don't know if my heart can take this. This is intense from the get-go. There's no like. I forgot how intense Scream was. I'm watching Scream right now. Try not to get a fright. Welcome live stream. Drew Barrymore's on the phone. She hasn't called the police, and there's a guy talking to her more annoying than a telemarketer. He's doing like a quiz with her now on the phone. She's hanging in there. It's like trying to call the IRD. You're waiting for a long time.
No, it's not. It was Jason. Listen, it was Jason. I saw that movie 20 goddamn times.
Then you should know Jason's mother, Mrs. Voorhees, was the original killer. Jason belonged to a sequel. I'm afraid that was a wrong answer. Lucky for you, there's a bonus round.
Oh, far out! Jesus! Oh,
Sorry, it's just Laura in a
Really
still.
intense. Jeez, I was so close to not swearing there. You're coming at a really intense time. Drew Barrymore's partner is out there. He's all covered in blood and oh. Why is she still on the phone? Oh. It does. You know something's going to happen, but you can't prepare yourself for it. And you can't prepare yourself for Jono giving me a fright too. Oh. Oh.
Given my pasty skin complexion, I already look quite ghostly, so I don't even have to put a mask on for him, but thank you so much, guys.
Oh, God, he gave me a fright there. I hate it. Every time I get the fright, the popcorn is well cooked by now. So just to get you up to speed, this is like the director's commentary, but I didn't direct it. Drew Barrymore's in the house. She answered the phone. There's obviously the Ghostface Scream character. He was on the phone. Started off with lovely phone manner, turned a little dark and sort of scary. And now she's gone outside where her boyfriend is tied up. She's got a knife. She's yet to call the police. I feel like this is one of the situations you should call the police. Oh, there he is. He's there. He's in the house. There's a car coming. Run to the car. There's a car coming. She's in them in the countryside. There's a car coming. Oh, she punched the guy in the face. She didn't even save her boyfriend. Oh no, she's got in the car. Oh, he's got her. Oh no. Ooh. So she's been stabbed twice. Have her parents come home? Who are these people? Oh, she can't scream. Now, she's trying to get back inside. The killer's outside with her. She's going to take... She took the mask off him. We haven't seen his face. And now the Wi-Fi's glitched. That popcorn is ruined. It's probably one of the scarier things. I forgot. This is meant to be a warm-up scream. This is intense. And I've seen this years ago. So he's dragging her across the lawn. Oh, now the mum's listening and the dad listening to her on the phone because she hasn't hung up the phone. Oh, now she has.
Drive down to the Mackenzies. Call the police.
No one has called the police. That was the opening. Okay, hi, welcome live stream. If you just tuned in, watching Scream, first 13 minutes was blimmin' intense. Jono gave me a huge fright in the middle of it. I've had a couple of frights. Every time I get a fright, we lose money off a $10,000 prize that we give away tomorrow on the thing. That definitely wasn't right. That was just me, just you know, doing some warm-up exercises. Yeah, here we go. Definitely not a fright. Anyone's watching that on the live stream, I wasn't scared. That was Neve Campbell's boyfriend. She's in this as well. She was on Party of 5.
No, you didn't.
And right now I'm having a party of 1, watching Scream by myself. So anyway, if you want to win the money, whatever's left over at the moment, there may not be that much left over, but hopefully there will be. Just comment anything below. Just tell me what your favourite scary movie is. What's your favourite scary movie? That was a line he just used before. If you like scary movies, I particularly don't. But then I cried during a scene in Trolls. So now, because we can't obviously play the movies over the live stream. So, Neve Campbell, her character, she's with her boyfriend who snuck into her room. But there's obviously a killer on the loose in the town. And Drew Barrymore's character, gone. He's a handsome guy, this boyfriend. You can see why she sneaks him up. I forget what happens in this movie. Like, I feel like he might be the last we see of him. My heart is beating like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Mainly because, well, 2 reasons. One, it's very intense there, but also this chair's got sort of blinkers on. I can't really see. And Jono at any stage I know is going to come in and give me a fright. I saw a chainsaw today at work. He's never brought a chainsaw to work before. So, yeah. They're kissing right now. So welcome to the Jono and Ben's Scare House. Well, really just Ben's Scare House. It's just me sitting in an empty boardroom at work, which looks beautifully decorated, watching the 5 scary movies voted by you. A little bit awkward. This is like the time I watched Bridgerton with my mum, and it got to quite a saucy scene, and I was like, okay, I might just finish my cup of tea and go to bed. Bit awkward, you know. Right now it's a little bit awkward because there's a little bit of a love sort of scene going on. He's going now. He's going out the window, the boyfriend.
You know, I appreciate your romantic gesture.
So at the end of each movie, I guess I get told how many frights I've had and how much money. I think it's $100 a fright gets taken off. I'm trying really hard not to get frights, but it's really intense. And Jono's given me some as well.
Billy, would you settle for a PG-13 relationship?
This was meant to be the warm-up movie. And I'm already just... It's all good. We're at school. There's not going to be any killers here. We're okay. When was this movie made? Have a look, some screen facts. It was a classic. there's a new one coming out soon. Oh, there we go. Okay, Scream, 1996. A year after the murder of her mother, a teenage girl is terrorized by a new killer who targets the girl and her friends by using horror films as part of a deadly game. So Drew Barrymore, no, she wasn't a mother. No, she was a. So Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Drew Barrymore, all-star cast. I always like reading on IMDb that sometimes they have a little trivia. Did you know? And I'm like, well, no, I didn't. 52 minutes where Henry Winkler opens the closet. Henry Winkler was Fonz from Happy Days. So his black leather jacket is inside the closet, the wardrobe. It's hanging on there from, oh, here he is there. It's hanging in it. There you go. His jacket, the Fonzie's jacket is in the movie. 362 of 364 people found that interesting. Did you find that interesting? Fonzie's jacket's in the wardrobe. The party scene near the end of the film runs 42 minutes long. Well, I've got that to look forward to. It was shot over the course of 21 days. 21 days. From the time the sun set to the time it rose. I guess, yeah, okay, the filming at night. After it wrapped, the crew had t-shirts made that read, "I survived scene 118, which was the name of the scene during shooting. The cast said it was the longest night in horror movie history. Drew Barrymore and Neve Campbell did not meet Roger Jackson, the actor who played the voice. We spoke to him on the radio the other day, actually. And he was actually there on the phone talking to them.
Casey and Steve were completely hollowed out. The fact is, it takes a man to do something like
Courtney Cox approached the production to pursue the role. She was interested in playing a bitch character to offset her nice friends image in 1994. The image was the main reason why the productions decided to consider Cox for the role. Cox continued to lobby the studio as she felt she could believably play the character, her efforts ultimately succeeded. She would have been a big movie star back then.
2 seconds before she dumped Steve.
Jamie Kennedy was in this movie, he's a comedian. Had a prank show, I think if I remember correctly.
I killed her. It would certainly improve your high school kill.
Here's some facts from IMDb. Drew Barrymore shot all her scenes in the first 5 days of production. These guys are just talking at school at the moment right now, so there's obviously nothing too scary I need to worry about, I hope. One last fact on Scream from IMDb. The special effects artist used about 50 gallons of blood. Sure they were real, like fake blood. Yeah.
You really put her liver in the mailbox? Because I heard that they found her liver in the mailbox next to her spleen and her pancreas. Where did he do
Wes Craven, the director's in there, about 52 minutes in, so we'll look forward to that. And the mask from Scream is based on a few things. Scream, the painting, the iconic paint. Some facts on Scream. It was a nice little distraction. Oh, you fuck! How long have you been there?
Just checking you want some more popcorn, are you right?
Oh, yeah. No,
Bring the bowl over.
I've got heaps.
Yeah.
I've got, oh my God! Yes. I was. Oh,
Can I be honest with you?
what?
I don't know who's getting punished more, you having to watch this or us having to listen to your fill-in banter. Like, how long do you feel like you need to talk?
Shut up! I feel like.
Just sit here in silence.
I thought maybe it'd be interesting.
Have we got 11 hours of this coming up? Because I'm out. Alright?
Sorry, I kind of felt that rude. It's like someone comes over your plate. All right.
He's still talking, he's still talking.
But apologies. If you want to comment below, you need to comment to win the money tomorrow. Comment if you'd like me to talk more or less Say, talk more, Ben, or talk less, Ben. I can't say. What are you talking about? Oh, shit, you go right. I didn't. How long have you been here? All right, shut up.
The bodies of 17-year-old Casey Becker and her 18-year-old boyfriend, Stephen Ortiz, were discovered late last night by the girls' camp.
The Woodsboro double murder case. Authorities are baffled by the lack of clues and the savage.
The town's in shock, and no one can quite believe what has happened.
Courtney Cox, there she is.
It's not the first time this small community of Woodsboro has endured such
Lovely. She got a lovely neon fluoro jacket.
Prescott, wife of Thunder, was found raped and murdered not far from this peaceful town square.
Right, so Neve Campbell's mum was murdered in this story. No, obviously not a true story. So this is obviously, yeah. So I'm going to photo of her mum. It's got a sort of 90s fringe going on too, which is nice. She's on the couch. All right, it's going to night time. I didn't even know if he's going to be here or not. I'm quite worried about Jono. Oh, don't be the guy. Is it the guy?
Hello?
No, it's not the guy.
Past 7. Alright. Casey and Steve invited to way after 10. Oh, that's comforting. I'm gonna swing by the video store. I was thinking Tom Cruise, all the right moves. You know, if you pause it just right, you can see his penis. Whatever, just hurry, okay?
So friends are going to come around and watch movies with her now. Probably back in the 90s it would be VHS. She'd be like, huh, you called again, but this won't be a friend.
Tatum, just get in the car.
Yeah, there you go. It's old mate.
Hi, who is this?
It's old mate.
Well, I have no idea.
Scary night, isn't it? With the murders and all. It's like
So they get the ghost face, the iconic Scream character, he's called her now.
You gave yourself away. Are you calling from work because Tatum's not really over?
Oh, she thinks he's a boyfriend. Does she? Who's Randy? Yeah.
That thing you're doing with your voice, Randy. It's sexy.
Oh, it must be.
Oh, come on, you know I don't watch that shit. No, it's just what's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act. She's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
Are you alone in the house?
Randy, that's so unoriginal. I'm disappointed in you.
Maybe that's because I'm not Randy.
He's not Randy.
So, who are you?
The question isn't who am I? The question is where am I?
Oh no.
So, where are you?
Your front porch.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Why would you be calling from my front porch?
How would he be calling for it? Was there cell phones back then?
Oh, yeah?
Maybe. Late 90s? He would have been right at the cutting edge of technology. Maybe they were around longer. Wouldn't be able to do much on them. He's not there. He's not there. Or is he there? She's gone outside. He's saying he's right there. I'm going to Google. Oh, cell phones must have been around for a lot longer than that, surely. Someone comment below, tell me when cell phones were around. Picking your nose.
Huh? What am I doing? Hello? Nice try, Randy. Tell Tatum to hurry up, okay? Bye now.
If you hang up on me, you'll die just like your mother.
Uh-oh.
You want to die, Sydney? Your mother sure didn't.
Fuck you.
Oh, here he is. He's in the house. Oh, she tripped him up. He's got the knife. He's fumbling. He's... Uh-oh. Get out the door. The visibility in that mask would not be good though. He's doing a great job of running up the stairs. Well, she's calling 911 on the computer. Oh. That was a boyfriend.
The killer's here. He's in the house. No, he's in
He was...
the house.
Oh, he had a cell phone. So cell phones were around. Oh, now she thinks it's him, the boyfriend. Sorry, I'm not explaining this well. Now she's running away from the boyfriend because she thinks he arrived just after the Scream guy arrived. Oh, Jesus. The cops are there.
Found this. Come on! Here, all right. Hold your hand. Do you wish to give up your right to remain silent? I didn't do anything. Do you wish to give up your right to speak to an attorney and have him present during questioning? Ask her, she'll tell you. I caught him, Sheriff. Wait, who is it?
Oh, Jesus.
Connor from Tatanaki's on the phone.
Oh, Connor, hey, how's it going? Jeez, I'm just going to go change my trousers. Oh. Oh, Jono, that's... Oh, Scream. I'm watching Scream at the moment. It's a lot more intense than I remember.
He wanted to scare you, but I couldn't think of anything more appropriate to do at that time. You looked like you were, at that time, already about to probably lose a few kilos of weight.
Yeah, it's really intense. From Jono coming in and giving me frights to what's going on in the plot. It's a wild ride.
So far between this and the 1 p.m. press conference, what's been the scariest movie?
Well, I didn't see the 1 p.m. press conference today, but yeah.
Yeah, well, Connor was saying they need to up their vaccination rates in New Plymouth. Okay, so that's why you're on the phone right now. What do you want to say, Ben, boys?
Well, science have actually looked into what the most scary movie is, and what was it? Sinister.
Sinister, which is watching last.
So maybe science, science, maybe, I don't know, there was a tie in there. Don't know, go away, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're trying to make a point about science and vaccination and confidence in it. Lost confidence in it pretty quickly. The Hits Breakfast Facebook page, mate, and you need to actually, if you want to win whatever money's left over, which I'm gathering is going to be about $6 to $7 by the end of this, you need to just comment in the comment section. You'll be in the draw to win that money tomorrow morning, mate.
Before I let you go, I hear there was a chainsaw this morning in the studio. Will that be used at some point today?
Well, I don't know. Joe Riddell, the building manager, might have words to say about that. So we'll see what happens. See if we can I can fill out the health and safety paperwork, and chainsaw might be on the way.
Oh, I can't wait.
Thanks for the live cross, guys. And sorry, Ben, like I said, it was Jono's idea.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I presume it was Jono's idea. I'll get back to you on that whole science analogy. I'll think about that.
Detailed email too, please.
Okay, no worries. I'll get on to that.
See you, mate.
So you're in the middle of doing live radio crosses, are you?
Sorry. Thanks, Connor. See you, mate. Yeah, so it's,
This is really intense. I've forgotten how intense this is.
You're losing an obscene amount of money.
Am I? Am
So
I?
much money.
I'm trying not to,
Yeah,
but
like you need to calm the farm.
okay.
We're literally going to have nothing left to give away.
Okay. Okay, yeah,
A
good.
$2 giveaway on the radio is not.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay, pull yourself together.
Okay. I got this.
I'll do no more intentional streams.
Oh yeah, your ones have been good ones. Okay. Oh man. So the boyfriend's now at the cop station.
I decided to go for a ride. Did you happen to ride by Casey Becker's house? No, I didn't. Sheriff, I didn't kill anybody.
He's got that cool sort of 90s hair, probably back in fashion now, with a long sort of fringe, kind of slick back.
Hold you, son, till we get those phone records.
Welcome to the live stream if you just joined us. Here I am, alone in this room with a chair that I can't see behind me, and Jono has come in and given me many frights so far. I'm watching my first movie of 5 movies. Don't know if my heart can take this whole thing at the moment because it's very intense. This is Scream, and this was meant to be the warm-up. And I've got already so many frights. Every time I get a fright, they take money, I think, off the $10,000, whatever's left tomorrow. We give away on the radio. The only way you can win money is commenting on this live stream. Anything you want. I can't read it. I was reading out Scream facts before and Jono said they were far too boring, so here we are. The boyfriend is just, okay, so just to recap on the storyline to Scream, Drew Barrymore at the start on the phone, old mate in the ghost face mask. He was there, he came in, she's no longer with us, sadly. So he's sort of killing teenagers in the town, and now he's coming after Neve Campbell, who was on Party of 5, and her mother was also, it sounds like, killed by this guy as well. And now the boyfriend's been taken to the cops because they think he might be the Scream monster ghost face guy.
Hey, Dewey, can we go now?
Hold on a second.
God damn it, Dewey.
What did Mom tell you? When I wear this badge, you treat me like a man of the law.
I'm sorry, Deputy Dewey boy, but we're ready to go now, okay?
Take him out the back way. Avoid that circus. Let's get back to work.
Isn't there a back room in this one?
Yeah. In the alley, I think.
Sorry.
Stay here. Don't move. Don't make a sound.
There she is. Sydney! So nice. What happened? Are you all right?
Not answering any questions, all right? Just leave us alone. No, no, Tatum, it's okay. She's just doing her job, right, Kim?
Yes, that's right. So, how's the book? Well, it'll be out later this year. Oh. I'll look for it. I'll send you a copy.
Just punch the reporter.
Where'd you learn to punch like that?
God, I loved it. I'll send you a copy. Bam! Bitch went down. I'll send you a copy. Bam! Sid. Super bitch. You're so cool.
Thought you might want some ice for that right hook. I'll be right next door. Try to get some sleep.
Yeah. You really think Billy did it? Who's there, Tatum? He was destined to have a flaw. I knew he was too perfect.
Telephone, honey.
What is it? Who said? My dad? Take a message.
Okay, it's a nice quiet bit at the moment in the movie. Which means that hopefully there's not too many screams going on, frights going on for me. Oh, fuck. He's back on the phone.
Leave me alone.
Oh, so it's not the boyfriend.
Don't worry, you'll find out soon enough. I promise.
So she just dobbed in her boyfriend to the cops, who's now in jail. He wasn't the guy.
Sydney Prescott, who escaped a vicious attack last night, is the daughter of Maureen Prescott, who was brutally killed last year when convicted murderer Cotton Weary broke into their home and savagely raped and tortured the deceased. Cotton Weary is currently awaiting appeals for the death sentence handed down after the young Sydney testified against him. She was the key witness in the state's case against the...
Stop, isn't it?
Billy was released. His cellular bill was clean. He didn't make those calls. We're checking every cellular account in the county. Any calls made to you or Casey Becker are being cross-referenced. It's gonna take some time, but we'll find him.
Okay, they're on the lookout for the Ghostface Scream. It's Ghostface, that's the character, right? In Scream?
Don't worry, Sid. It's cool. You'll be safe here.
So how does it feel to be almost brutally butchered?
Oh, there's the media.
People want to know. They have a right to know. How does it feel?
Just wants to get an education.
Just a second. Stop right there. I'm not here to fight. I just need to talk. Kenny, camera, now. Off the record, no cameras. Okay? Please. You owe me. I owe you shit. You owe my mother.
Courtney Cox, Friends,
Year's hottest court case. Somebody was gonna write.
talking to Nev Campbell from Party 5. It's like the crossover from 90s show you never knew you needed.
Weary's in jail. They're gonna gas him. A vote is not gonna change that. Do you still think he's innocent?
Your testimony put him away. It doesn't really matter what I think.
During the trial, you did all those stories about me. You called me a liar.
I think you falsely identified him, yes.
Have you talked to Cotton?
Many times.
And has his story changed?
Not one word. He admits to having...
So Courtney Cox's character, just so I can explain it to you, she's a reporter,
She never
hard-ass reporter,
raped her. And then
and she's talking to Nev Campbell, whose mum was tragically killed,
Code at your house after your mother...
and Courtney Cox, the reporter, thinks that Nev Campbell put away the wrong guy
The same
for
someone
the
didn't Cotton
for what happened to the mum, I think, framed.
Cotton murdered my mother.
You're not so sure anymore, are you?
Nice wealth, sweetie.
Like I said, the killer's still on the loose, isn't he?
Come on, Sid.
Those murders are related.
He's the guy on the phone.
Sydney, don't go.
Oh,
Stop.
Jesus Christ. An innocent man on death row. A killer's still on the loose. Kenny, tell me I'm dreaming.
You want to go live?
No. Don't ask. We don't have anything concrete.
This is huge. You can't just sit on it.
I know. That's why we need proof. If I'm right about
Jono's just told me to calm down before because apparently I was a little too jumpy from the get-go, and this was meant to be the warm-up. Everyone was like, well, this one will be fine, and I've already given away a whole lot of money. So I need you to just calm down, just relax. It's just a movie.
Oh, you mean after you branded him the Candyman?
Oh, that guy. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Shah's just on the phone. Chat.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. I'm pacing around the room, Shah. Jeez. Oh. Oh. God.
Do you know? Because, the way the hits are set up, I've had to talk to, a few announcers across the country, and I've done this about 5 times, and it gets better every time. He's currently hugging some sort of demonic doll right now for comfort. That's how scared this man is.
Oh, it's so intense. I don't even hear you coming in. And I can't see you because the armchair's got sort of sides on it. So it just gives me a heck of a fright. I feel like we...
Alarmed, like Judith Collins.
He's got a permanent Judith Collins face. His eyebrows are running very high. So it's going well here, Shah. Every Friday, as we said, he loses money off $10,000.
I feel like I've lost too much already.
Yeah, no. So tomorrow, tune in to win about $3.50.
What you're commenting on Hits Breakfast Show with Jono and Ben and on Instagram, that's your way of getting a share of the cash if you're our winner.
That's right, matey. Hey, lovely talking with you.
Hey, stay calm.
All right, okay. Well, yeah, it's hard, but yeah, I will. I'll try.
All right, Ben. You feeling all right? Heartbeats okay?
Yeah, it's getting there. It's a raising of a heartbeat, and then it gets back down again. But hey, it's good that Jono's really helping me out.
Look, we don't want you to have any more hair-raising events in the near future. We want you to keep as much hair as you've got, and our hearts are with you.
Nice stick at Jono there for having lack of hair. That was good.
That's a good thing about being bald. You can't have hair-raising events. Thanks, Shah. See you, matey. Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, Ben. Sorry.
That's right.
Actually, was here to give you water.
Oh,
Water
thank
with the
you.
voice.
Thank you. You know, I only like sparkling water. Well, have I got? That's lovely. Well, is this a prank water?
Thieving, whoring generation disgusts me. So, 2 of your fellow students just savagely murdered, and this is the way they portray their compassion.
This guy's quite scary. Look at this guy.
You're both expelled, yeah.
I'm gonna put him there.
Fairness would be to rip your insides out, hang you from a tree so we can expose you for the heartless, desensitized little shit that you are.
Okay, hello guys. If you're watching on the live stream, hello, welcome. I'm in a boardroom here at work, empty boardroom, by myself, which they've decorated, and I'm watching 5 of the scariest movies back to back. Every Friday I get, by now you should know, they take money off $10,000. Whatever's left over, we give away tomorrow on the radio. The only way you can win is make a comment down below, anything at all, just something on the live stream. Well, really struggling so far. This is Scream, movie number 1. And all day they'll be like, this is the warm-up. This is the warm-up for you. It's fine. But it's not fine. If anything, I'm just not good with scary movies. It just ties me up in knots. And Jono's coming in constantly, giving me frights. Giving me about 5 frights so far. So I feel like we've already lost at least $1,000. But I'll try my best, because I know we've got big movies to come. Hopefully you remember the plot lines of Scream, because unfortunately, I'd love you guys to be watching it and me not watching it, but it's not the way it works. As soon as the music changes, she's in the bathroom. At school, there was a couple of ladies in the bathroom before. They've now left, and the music's changed. And there's like a windy breeze going through, and she's a little bit scared. And so am I. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. There's no one there. If there is, it's only a movie. She's looking under the toilet doors. She feels like there's someone there. The music would imply there was someone there. She's standing up. That's cool. Oh, his feet's coming down. 2 feet. The door is opening. Yes.
It's like I've kidnapped him, and he's just on edge the whole time.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he's going to get Stockholm Syndrome and start falling in love with me eventually at one point. But Pugs is just saying you've got some shocking movie etiquette. And I tend to agree. You can talk to him, Pugs.
Now, look, Ben, I would have loved to have gone to the movies with you until the stream. You're on your phone. IMDb facts. What's that about?
Oh, yeah.
Is that at the actual movie?
Sorry, you're right. I shouldn't be talking. I've been talking away. Yeah, it's shocking to go to the movies with.
Now, I was just saying to Jono, we need to keep it to less than 20 scares per movie if we want to keep any of the money. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Do you know how much money you've lost so far?
No.
$900.
Really?
$900. Pull it back. Pull it yourself together.
Yeah, but you've equated to something, like it's go away.
Oh, Pugs, he's yeah, it's not looking good. Tomorrow morning we'll probably have maybe call this one guy if he likes.
Muscle memory information, no exceptions.
No.
Your attention now, kids. Due to recent events that have occurred, objective
No worries.
all
Lovely news,
classes are
everybody.
suspended until further notice. The Woodsboro Police Department has issued a citywide curfew beginning at 9 o'clock tonight.
Looks like we've got a serial killer on our hands.
Oh, so they've gone into like a citywide curfew,
Gotta knock off a couple.
almost like a lockdown situation, like a level 4 or level 3.
Have you located Sydney's father yet?
Maybe they're at picnics,
Well, he's not a suspect, is he?
but if you have a picnic, you can't use the bathroom inside of a house.
If you'll excuse me.
I'm sorry, am I keeping you?
If I may say so.
All right, we're 50 minutes into the movie. I can see the time on it. 50 minutes into Scream. Still an hour to go.
You do watch the show.
Were they in a relationship together? David Arquette and Courtney Cox, are they married? Have I made that up?
Please call me Gail.
Right. Comment below. I can't read the comments. I'm not allowed, but I feel like they.
This ham potato, I know. Well, you're not to be alone anymore, right? You eat, I do. Is that clear?
Skizu, Skizu, eat down. I don't know what you did, Cindy, but on behalf of the entire student
That guy.
thank you.
He's in She's All That, and in the remake of He's All That.
My house, celebrating this little fiesta.
Mean nothing to you. You can't see who I'm talking about.
This little vixen doesn't invite the entire world. I'm fine. Intimate gathering, intimate friends.
At least they said. I mean, this could have its perks.
Totally protected. Yo, I am so pumped. I got your coffee, girl.
Come on, sis. I mean, it could be fun. Okay, whatever.
Cool. You guys bring food, all right?
I can't remember who the killer was in this. Oh, principal's put on there. He put on the mask. The Fonz. The Fonz is in this movie.
Yes. Hello?
They're an all-star cast. Wasn't that right? Wasn't that right? He got fright himself. He's like me. Someone keeps knocking on his door. They're always alone.
You call me?
Janitor? Sorry, there's a microphone there. It's probably quite loud. Oh, that's the Fonzie jacket we read about before. That was the jacket from Fonzie when he opened up the wardrobe. We learned that on IMDb. There you go. I've just seen it. That's a very boring fact. I'm sorry. I got quite excited by that. It's a jacket from Fonzie. Fonzie. Wasn't a fright. There was no fright involved there. I was just grimacing, but there was no fright. Whoever's taking the money off the account, there was no need to take money out then. There was no fright. It was just a look away situation, but not a fright. So that's cool. I'm cool. Oh, there he is. Must get really hot in that Scream costume. I mean, it's the middle of the day. Wow, we couldn't get more 90s than this. We're at a video store. I remember video stores. The scariest thing about the video stores is when you don't rewind the video.
If you were the only suspect in a senseless bloodbath, would you be standing in the horror section?
It was just a misunderstanding. He didn't do anything.
You're such a little lapdog. He's got killer printed all over his forehead.
Okay. Really?
Why'd the cops let him go, smart guy? Because obviously they don't watch enough movies. This is standard horror movie stuff. Prom night revisited, man.
Why would he want to kill his own girlfriend?
There's always some stupid bullshit reason to kill your girlfriend. That's the beauty of it all. Simplicity.
What the hell are you doing?
Just checking her out. It's me. It's me. Pierre, the plastic surgeon. Sir, you're looking in need of a facelift.
Yeah. What are you? I was like, geez, I can hear something going on.
Oui. Would you like some Botox?
What is that?
A little of the nip and tuck.
Like your moustache always goes.
Hello.
Oh, geez, sorry.
Okay,
Was you with you?
Sabine, this is Instagram.
Oh, yeah, Instagram. We're going live. Is Instagram live?
No, not live, mate. Don't be silly. Not worth live. But if you want to win some of this money, you can just head to the Facebook page and comment below on the live stream. How many frights so far?
I don't know. How many? It feels
I'll
like.
tell you, fucking $900 worth. We're not going to have much.
Hey, there
of
wasn't
that
one
level.
there. There wasn't none there. With Pierre, the friendly plastic surgeon.
Alright, I have another appointment. It's an enhancement. You have a lovely day. Au revoir.
Jesus, this is intense.
You're absolutely right. I'm the first to admit it. This horror scary movie, I'd be the prime suspect.
What would be your motive?
It's the millennium. Motives are incidental.
Millennium. I like that. That's good. Millennium. Millennium. Good word, my man.
Are you telling me that's
So the town right now is going into the curfew from 9 o'clock. It's like a lockdown. I just don't remember this movie. I remember obviously the Ghostface killer guy. All right, welcome to the live stream. If you just tuned in, here I am watching this. The first of 5 movies. Oh God, the killer's back. He's fired them into the supermarket. In the middle of the day, it's not even nighttime. It's like, it's not. This is gutsy. He's gone into the supermarket, dressed as the. So anyway, I'm trying to watch 5 of the scariest movies. This was meant to be the warm-up. I've lost $900 apparently. From $10,000, so we've still got $9,100 to give away tomorrow on the radio if I get no more frights between now and the end of my 5 movies. If you want to win whatever money's left on over, subscribe to the channel, like and subscribe, comment below. Actually, do comment below because that's the only way you can win, and then tune in tomorrow morning where hopefully I'll be a lot more relaxed and we'll give away that money on the radio tomorrow. You have to be listening to our show on the hits. It's nice when I talk because then I don't have to concentrate as much on the movie. So I'm watching this movie, Scream, and Conjuring, and it's friggin', I don't know. There's a lot.
You do have Jono on the phone, Paul Hickey. How are you, mate?
Oh, he keeps coming in. I mean, it's just.
Well, listen, I'm doing fine. I'm dressed like a surgeon who's knocked off work for the day for some reason. I've got
The guy's back.
medical scrubs. Ben's in the middle of watching his first movie. He's doing 5 of the worst horror movies of all time in a row. Whenever he gets a fright, we lose money off a $10,000 prize pool, and we'll give away the remainder tomorrow. He's watching Scream first up, and already, sorry, Paul. It's a softball one. Well, I thought it was a softball one, but already $900. $900 out the door already, Paul.
Oh, wow. Cool stuff. The scary movies, and you're scaring them yourself a little bit too, aren't you?
Yeah, that's half the problem, Paul. It's Ben here right now. Yeah, Jono has been scaring me just as much as the movie has been scaring me. So do you want me to give away money tomorrow or not, Jono?
Do you want the audience to be entertained with your anxiety and fright?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's doing shocking things for the prize pool, but doing great things for our budget, losing all this money, to be honest.
So tell us once again how we can enter Ben to win the cash.
You go to our Facebook page, the Hits Breakfast. Just make a comment, any comment at all, and then tune in tomorrow and we'll call out a name. And they can win whatever money is left over. Hopefully there'll be some money, but right now, Jesus, intense.
Can I just, sorry, disclaimer there, make a comment, any comment at all. No. Just make a friendly comment.
Oh, okay.
Don't open up, make any comment at all.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're having fun and there's a lot of scares going on too, so I'll leave you to it, guys. Thank you.
Oh, there's a big one. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, that was good. You were here. You were here for that one.
Hey, thank you, mate. See you, buddy. What, you don't know live stream? is, we're having to contact the hit shows around the country.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hit shows. Isn't there? A lot of good hit shows out there.
Hey, is that what you've been doing? What have you been doing?
Busy talking, doing stuff, mate.
Costumes, like a Beyonce concert. You're getting changed? What outfit are you going to wear next? I can't wait to see.
Just get my coat.
Well, anyone want to watch this with me? What's the next movie we're watching, B-Humps? If you know, can you text it through to me? Because then someone else could download that movie legally, and then we'll stream it if it's on a streaming, like The Conjuring. When The Conjuring's on, it's on Netflix. We should watch it at exactly the same time as you guys, and then you can watch it and I can watch it and be like a live streaming thing. But we're not streaming it. We're just watching it. Is that weird? I don't know. So the cool kids right now have gone to a teenage party, their teenage party. Monica from Friends is here, although she's not Monica from Friends. Everyone's quite excited that Courtney Cox is at the party because she's a famous reporter in the movie. Oh, and she snuck in the secret camera. So right now this character's gone into the garage by herself. Not a great move. She's getting some beers and the door's shutting. All right, door's shut. She's down in the garage. No fright, it was a cat. There was no fright from me in that situation, just so you know. It's going to be locked. Is it going to be locked? It's locked. Oh no, the light's out. So she's stuck in the garage. Oh, the garage still works. Automatic door is stopped. Oh, now it's closing. Oh, here he is. How are you getting here? She doesn't think it's anyone scary. Uh-oh. 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 Ow. You sliced your arm. Whoa, she opened the fridge door on him. She's run back to the door that she knows is locked, but she did it anyway. Threw a bottle at him. 2 bottles, got him in the head. Now she's climbing out like a cat door in the garage, which she's not quite making it. Oh no, and he's opened the garage door. Oh, and she's halfway out the cat door. Oh no! Her head's gonna get sliced. I don't think she's coming back. Very responsible party.
Hayden from Nelson wants to have a chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Spent a large part of watching Scream talking to wonderful hits people from around the country, and Hayden is in Nelson.
Hi, Hayden from Nelson.
G'day, Ben. How's it going?
Oh, it's very intense. Yeah, so far the movie is a lot more intense than I remember, and Jono is like super intense, just scaring me with a multitude of costumes.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of the costumes, did you miss the memo or something? I mean, look at Jono. He's gone all out with his creepy surgeon thing he's got going.
Yeah, I've got all out with my creepy surgeon thing going. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get the memo about the costumes.
I think you should go and pick in the scariest costume you could find, Jono.
That's a very good point. Yeah. How would you like to dress as a COVID? How would you like to dress as a COVID virus? It's the scariest costume I can think
A
of.
little too soon. It feels like too soon.
Now, Ben, I hear things aren't going very well with the prize total. What have we got? We're at $900 given away, so...
Yeah, is that what are we at? Yeah, is that Jono's keeping track of it next door? What are we at?
Yeah, and I can't help to be partly responsible for some of that 900 going missing. Maybe probably about $800 worth going missing. But yeah, whatever's left over from this $10,000 pool, we're going to give away tomorrow morning. And tell you what, it's not looking good. But maybe I could button off a few of my screams.
I don't think you'd be this intense, like scaring me every 5 minutes, but every time you talk to someone from the hits, you're like, here we go again.
Well, Ben, I want to know what happens when you get down to zero, because, you know, at this rate, I say we'll be there very shortly. Are you going to have to sell your soul, or what's the...
Well, yeah, it was true. I mean, it's very fitting for Halloween selling my soul, so maybe that works.
What I haven't told him is I do have his family held hostage.
Oh, jeez, okay.
And there's some jeopardy to this.
And you boys have packed your sleeping bags? I mean, right, you're in for a long night with 5 movies, 2 hours each. Is that the...
Yeah, I think this one's, it says 152, so there's another 40 odd minutes of screen to go, and then we'll find out where we're at for the final 4.
Oh, fantastic, boys. All right, you enjoy. Make sure there's at least a little bit of money left over for tomorrow, and enjoy the movie.
We'll do that. And you make sure you look after Nelson, mate.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, boys.
See you, buddy.
See you, buddy. Love your work.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
So, Ben, what is your actual review of this movie? Like, if you were to give an honest review, now Ben doesn't give anything he sees a bad review.
No,
on
it's really good. It's intense. Like, I don't like scary movies, but it's a lot more intense than like from the get-go. They came in hard and fast with a very intense scene with Drew Barrymore.
What would you give it? How many soiled underpants would you give it out of 5 pairs of soiled underpants?
Well, you've added to quite a lot of those soiled underpants. I would say a 3 to 4 of soiled underpants, maybe 3.5.
What I have forgotten is how young and hot everyone is in this movie.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at this guy.
I know, he's like, yeah.
He's the baddie.
Yeah, well, he's already gone to prison, but then she falsely accused him. But then you're still like, the jury's, not that there's been a jury so far, but...
Yeah, but you're
I'm like, oh, he could be. He's sort of the brooding sort of...
So he's been to prison as well?
Oh, because she thought he was the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Why is he rubbing her face now?
Well, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and then she went, oh, he's the guy. And
She's seen her boyfriend.
yeah, because he tuned up just after the guy was there, the Scream guy. So...
She's sucking his thumb now. This is getting awkward. Oh, okay. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll go. I'll leave.
You don't want to... Okay.
Sure, is it still Scream?
Yeah. I think it's Scream. Oh, yeah, they're okay. They're hooking. They give them a moment. They'll do their hooking up. He's got that cool sort of 90s hair. I said that before. He's like, hey. Who was the guy? Who's this guy? I'm going to look it up. Scream. Skeet Ulrich. Okay, so he was born, okay, actor, best known for Scream, the Craft, Into the Woods, Robot Chicken. Oh, there you go. Riverdale. Ah, he's on Riverdale. There you go. F.P. Jones. Yeah, he's one of the characters of Riverdale. That's how I know him. Okay, there we go. Welcome to the live stream. If you've just joined us, here I am intensely watching 5 of the scariest movies in a row. If you just tuned in, I've really had too many frights already, and this was meant to be the warm-up movie of Scream. Every time I lose a fright, we take money off $10,000. If you want to win it, comment something below, and then tomorrow on our radio show on the Hits between 6 and 9, we'll give that money away by announcing someone's name.
That one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie.
It's a really intense movie.
You can never have sex. Sex is sex, okay? Number 2, you can never drink or do drugs. No, listen back.
So these guys, these teenagers are having a party now, and Jamie Kennedy, the actor, comedian, used to have a prank show, which I remember was a big show. He's now explaining about characters in a horror movie, which is like double layered because he is a character in a horror movie. Oh, and Monica from Friends, not Monica from Friends, Courtney Cox, she snuck a camera into the house.
The sheriff just radioed. Somebody reported a car in the bushes down the road. I'm gonna go check it out. Care to join me?
I'd love to, if you're sure it's all right.
Man, I'm the deputy of this town.
Be right back.
Excuse me, man. I thought maybe we'd walk. Such a nice night out. Got a flashlight. Not scared, are you?
There's some real like music, intense music. So Courtney Cox and David Arquette, who I think are an item or were an item in real life, are an item. Apologies if they still are and they're not. I don't know their situation. Doesn't matter either way. Right now they're actors in this movie, and they're going for a walk down the road to investigate something. The cop has left the house with the teenagers, and the teenagers are inside. But although they're very responsible teenagers, they've wrapped up the party. And who knows what's going to happen, but I'd say the guy with the ghost face scary mask is going to be coming to visit soon.
The obligatory tit shot.
This guy, the guy, Ghostface, his phone bill must be through the roof. He's always making calls, day or night. Must be on a great plan.
Listen up. They found Principal Henry dead. He was gutted and hung from the goalpost on the football field.
Over there, Courtney, front. Down. Hey. Hey.
All right. I'm really not a fan of scary movies. This is why we're doing this, I guess. To see if I can put myself through this. So the cop's away. A lot of the teenagers have gone away from the house. Not many people in the house now. This is prime scary conditions.
It's just this town's way of not taking me serious.
What about Gail Winters? Sounds like I'm a meteorologist or something. People treat me like I'm the Antichrist of television journalism.
I don't think you're that bad.
No. I think that's just because you kind of like me.
I'm sure I'm coming fast. Slow down! Freeze! Go! I'm sorry. Are you okay?
This is Monica from Friends and Dave Arquette. We need to look up their relationship status. Courtney
Sorry.
Cox. Friends with Ed Sheeran, isn't she? Good friends with Ed Sheeran. Also got him on the show tomorrow. If you want to tune in, 8 o'clock, we're caught up with Ed Sheeran. Pretty cool. Got a new album out tomorrow. Husband. David Arquette, there you go. But no longer together. Sad, but I'm sure they're both happy now. So married for quite a while. 14 years. Married in San Fran.
You okay?
Two people also ask, are Courtney Cox and David Schwimmer still married? I didn't think they were married. No, well, they're not. No. I don't know why people are asking that. Anyway, it's not important right now. What is important is me trying to watch the end of the Scream movie.
What?
Well, I don't know. When you're arrested, you're allowed one phone call. So I'm just curious. Who'd you call?
Is he the killer? I can't remember.
Calling my dad.
The hot boyfriend.
No, Sheriff Burke called your dad. I saw him.
He's lying.
Yeah. When I called, I didn't get an answer.
There's something, but you lead to believe it could be him, but maybe it's not.
You don't still think it was me, do you?
No. No. I just think that wording would be a very clever way to throw me off track. You know, using your one phone call to call me so that I wouldn't think it was you. That's all.
Really? What do I have to do to prove to you that I'm not a killer?
Okay, well, he definitely isn't the killer because the ironic thing is, he said, what do I have to do to prove that I'm not the killer? As he was just getting about to be stabbed, and so clearly he's not the. So she's on the run now, Nev Campbell, Party 5. Party 1 right now, because she's, oh, no, Party 2, to be honest, because it's her and the ghost face. Run, 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 run. Oh, she got him with the door. Bam. She's put a surfboard up against the door. But now she's sort of stuck in some sort of attic-y sort of up high on like 2 stories. No, I know. He's pushed his way inside the door. She's opened the window. She was yelling, help me, out through the window, but it was closed. Oh, now she's on the roof. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Oh! Oh, she fell down, but she fell into a boat. She's okay. She's okay. Thank goodness there was a boat there. She sort of fell onto the sort of cover of the boat and that sort of broke her fall. Now she's just noticed her friend is, who was her friend that in the garage door. There's always something when you go to close the garage door, it's hit something and then goes up the automatic door. Well, on this occasion, it's sadly her friend. Jamie Kennedy, comedian, he's there. He's watching a horror movie. Is the killer, he's behind you. He's behind you. He's behind you. And he's gone. He's gone. No, he's not gone. Do something. Do something. Oh, no. TV camera guy. Did she get him? I mean, did you get her? It's very intense. So she's got at the back of the car, and he's crawled out to try and get her. She's been stabbed in her. No, the cop went off on some. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why he'd left. Conveniently. He's back now with Monica from Friends. Sorry, I'm intently watching this. Intently? Intensely. Intently. Intently? No, I'm not intently. Intense. Anyway, I'm watching this. Oh, God. Monica from Friends is back. Oh, no, camera dude is, he's no more. He's still going to charge for a full day, though. Oh, no, go. She just crashed the car or the van. So who's still around in this thing? This is intense. There's Dewey the cop. He's there. Oh, he's been stabbed. Oh no. Oh no. I thought he. Okay. Get in the car, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. Lock the door, lock the door. Oh, she's winding out the window. Lock the door, good. Oh, the key. There's no keys in the car, there's no keys in the car. He's got the keys. Oh no, the door's open. She's locked the door. How's he done that? So she's stuck in the car, and he's got the keys, and the boot's just opened.
Hello? Help me, please. I'm at Skinwalker's house on Turner Lane. It's 261 Turner Lane, please. He's gonna try and kill me.
That wasn't a fright, that was just me going, ooh. Oh God, where's he now? Oh, don't get back in the house. Don't get back in the house.
Jesus, we gotta get the fuck out of here! Stop right there! Don't shoot, it's me! I found Pam, she's dead! I think you do it! Stay back!
Stay back!
You did it! You killed Barry Sherman! You did it! No, I didn't! I appreciate that gun! Give me that gun, guys! Barry! No, I didn't! I didn't!
So there's the two friends now have shown up with it, and they're all like,
Fuck you both!
so she's in the house now. But we're not sure where it. Oh, the boyfriend. He's okay. Well, not okay, but. Oh, he's rolling down the stairs. Oh. Maybe he's okay.
No,
He was just a stab wound through the back. Oh, she gave him the gun.
Stu's flipped out! He's gone mad!
Oh, he. What?
Anthony Perkins, Psycho.
What was it? The what? The boyfriend. But he.
Corn syrup. Same stuff they use for pig's blood and carrot.
Oh no, he was.
Surprise, Sydney.
Oh, he was involved too. The other's a friend. Spoiler alert.
Oh, now, whoa. What's the matter, Sydney? You look like you've seen a ghost.
why are you doing this?
It's all part of the game, Sydney. Called Guess How I'm Gonna Die!
Fuck you!
Why did they do this?
We already played that game, remember? You lost.
It's a fun game, Sydney. See, we ask you a question. If you get it wrong, booyah! You die.
Get it right? You die.
You're crazy, both of you.
You pretty turn psychotic.
We'll never get away with this.
I know. Tell that to Cotton Weary. Wouldn't believe how easy he was to frame. Watch a few movies, take a few notes. It was fun.
No!
Oh,
That was a very intense scene, sorry. So that she's found out who they are, or who it is. There's two of them. Totally forgotten this.
Yeah, that's true. I think she wants a motive. I don't really believe in motive, Sid. I mean, did Norman Bates have a motive? No. Did they ever really decide why Hannibal Lecter liked to eat people? Don't think so. Seems a lot scarier when there's no motive, Sid. We did your mom a favor, Sid. That woman was a slutbag whore who flashed her shit all over town like she was Sharon Stone or something.
Yeah, we put her out of her misery, because let's face it, Sidney, your mother was no Sharon Stone.
Why? Why did they do it?
Is that motive enough for you? How about this? Your slut mother was fucking my father. And she's the reason my mom moved out and abandoned me. How's that for a motive? Total abandonment causes serious deviant behavior. Certainly fucked you up. It made you have sex with a psychopath.
That's right. You gave it up. Now you're no longer a virgin. A virgin. Now you gotta die. Those are the rules.
Let's pretend it's all a scary movie, Sid. How do you think it's gonna end?
Oh! Praise fun. You're gonna love this. We got a surprise for you, Sidney. Yeah, you're gonna love this one. It's a scream, baby. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
You know what time it is? It's after midnight. It's your mom's anniversary. Congratulations.
Oh, it's very, very intense.
Attention. Oh! What do we have behind door number 3, Sidney? Daddy! Whoa.
Oh, Dad.
Guess we won't be needing this anymore.
Yeah, no, look at this. Ring, ring. Won't need this. Got the ending figured out yet, Sid? Come on, Sidney. You think about it now, huh? Your daddy's the chief suspect. We phoned the cellular. Evidence is all right there, baby.
What if your father snapped? Your mother's anniversary set him off and he went on a murder spree, killing everyone.
Except for Billy and me. We were left for dead.
Then he kills you and shoots himself in the head. Perfect ending.
Trying to frame the dad. They've explained the plot line.
Yeah! I'm ready, baby! Hit us! Get up! Yeah, man, get up! Hit it!
Oh! Oh, wait. What?
No one next.
Oh, they're trying to. Okay.
My turn.
Don't forget, stay to the side and don't go too deep.
Okay. I'll remember. Fuck! God damn it, Stu! Sorry, Billy. I guess I got a little too zealous, huh? Oh. Give me the knife. Now!
Do something, do something, do something.
Sid, everybody dies but us. Everybody dies but us. We're gonna carry on and plan the sequel. Cause let's face it, baby, these days, you gotta have a sequel. Now! Ah!
Seen one too many.
Now, Sid, don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative. I'm a good one, you alright? I can't take anymore. I'm feeling woozy here.
You get the gun. And I'll untie Pops, okay?
Now! Houston, we have a problem.
Oh, the gun's not there.
What?
The gun, man, the gun. I put it right there. Fuck is it?
Right here, asshole.
Oh, Monica from Friends.
Dead.
She lives dead, man. Still does.
I've got an ending for you. The reporter left for
So it's really, I don't know if you're following this, you're probably not. You're probably just tuning in to write a comment, and that's fine. You can write a comment, and hopefully we can give you some money tomorrow. I've been quite good. There was quite an intense start to this movie, but I feel like I've handled it well. Haven't given away much money. Sorry, haven't lost much money.
Yeah, man.
Oh no, I thought she was going to save the day, but no, she's...
Works better without the safety on. This is Gale Weather signing off.
Baby, you're gonna love this. Shit.
What?
Oh, they got away. They got away.
I don't know, but I'm hurt, man. Fuck. Shall I be shooting?
Are you alone in the house?
Bitch! You bitch! Where the fuck are you?
Not so fast. We're gonna play a little game. It's called Guess Who Just Called the Police and Reported Your Sorry Motherfucking Ass!
Find me, you dipshit! Get up! I can't, Billy. Yeah, you cut me too deep. I think I'm dying here, man.
Hello?
Oh, Stu. What's your motive? Billy's got one. The police are on their way. What are you gonna tell them?
Peer pressure. I'm far too sensitive. I'll rip you off, you bitch! It's like your fucking mother!
You gotta find me first, you pansy-ass mama's boy.
Fuck! Like hit me with a phone, Dick! Fuck around! Ah! Ah, you fuck! You really call the police?
You're sorry to act like it.
My mom and dad.
Whew, okay. I've forgotten this movie, this... So now she has got away. She's down there. She's down there.
I always had things for you, Sid!
In your dreams.
The TV, she pushed the TV on his head. It's not like one of the thin, flat screens. This is the 90s TV. It was like a... Oh,
Sorry.
Oh my God, Randy, I thought you were dead.
I probably should be. I never thought I'd be so happy to be a virgin. Fuck you!
he's back, he's back. Monica saved the day. Where's the dad?
Here. This is the moment when the supposedly dead killer comes back to life for one last scare.
Not in my movie.
Or was this the dad? Yeah, I said, where's the dad? No one else thought about him.
Okay, I think it's gonna go something like this. Stay with me. Hi, this is Gail Weathers with an exclusive eyewitness account of this amazing breaking story.
Several more local teens are dead, bringing to an end the harrowing mystery of the mass killings that have terrified a peaceful community, like the plot of some scary movie. It all began with a scream over 911 and ended in a bloodbath that rocked the Hollywood world. All played out characters in this farmhouse.
Oh, jeez.
It's me! COVID!
What are you? Oh, God, what are you?
What's scarier than a virus?
Oh, jeez, that was intense. It's done. That's movie
Too
one.
much? Is it too much? Or it can also be me. It's Pierre. It's Pierre, the French plastic surgeon.
Oh, jeez, we've done one movie.
You're looking a little pretty here. Would you like a little injection? It's me, Pierre, your friendly neighborhood cosmetic surgeon. Oui. Hey, what I'm gonna do?
I'm gonna.
Let's have a chat. Okay. Okay, Ben, Scream. Movie one, number one's just over. How you feeling?
It was quite intense. A lot more intense than I remember it. And a lot of it was to do with you coming in and scaring me a lot of times during it.
And a range of different characters as well, assuming a plastic surgeon from Paris. Also, I started out as a scary clown. Then I came in as the Delta COVID variant. I had a COVID mask.
Yeah, a lot of great character work from you, right?
What's been your favourite character?
The scariest one was probably Jono from Jono and Ben, to be honest.
Okay, so B Humps, producer B Humps wants to come and he has a message. We're one movie down and $900. We've got $900 already gone.
Oh, and that was meant to be the warm-up one.
That was your canapé. That was your light.
Oh, that was intense. It was intense.
Yeah. So producer Humphrey.
Yeah.
He wants to come in.
He's not. You've given away who it is. You're not meant to find out who it is until the end. It's like Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Imagine it's not producer Humphrey.
Yeah.
He has a message for you in regards to the money.
We're going to start again.
We're going to start again.
We're starting again.
$10,000 back on the board.
Oh.
Because we can't give away $2 tomorrow morning.
Otherwise, we would be broke.
Like,
Oh, good.
No, we actually wouldn't be broke. It'd be wonderful for our budget.
So what was the point of me going through that rigmarole of that one?
Well, pull yourself together, okay? This wasn't in the plan.
All right. Well, you
Much
think...
like Jacinda, we're having to make this up as we go along.
Topical.
Okay, we're starting again at $10,000.
Okay, good.
Now pull
So
yourself
I've
together.
lost no money.
No money so far.
Yes. All right.
A lot of credibility lost, but $0.
Yeah, okay.
Back on the board. We've had over 700 comments on the Facebook page.
Have we?
Okay, there's a lot of people writing on you getting some cash.
So we've still got $10,000. $10,000. Hey, Facebook, $10,000 is on the line.
Streaming as well. That's
Are we?
Yeah, so they can switch between cameras.
Well, what an age we live in.
It is. So start again. And what's the next movie?
The next movie, Paranormal Activity.
Okay.
Paranormal
I
Activity.
had a suggestion too that the Conjuring's on Netflix, so maybe people might want to watch that when it comes up with me on their Netflix.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
I don't know if that works logistically, but
I don't know if it works logistically either. But I'll just Google to see what logistically means, and we'll see if it does work on there.
all right.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay. Can I go to the bathroom? Can I have a timeout?
Let's put a vote to the people. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna just compose myself, and then I'll come back.
Now look at this. This is what movie theaters have.
I didn't mean to waste any food. That was you giving me frights.
Sloppy movie going.
All right, you keep my you got to keep the live stream rolling. It's all on you now. Okay.
So one movie down.
Oh.
You just heard wonderful news that we're resetting the cash total. It was just going to be embarrassing and a bad look for the show if we kept going down that slippery slope. So that was a warm-up. We'll call that a test one. He lost $900 in the first round. And we're going to start the counter again. All right? So there's plenty of cash still on the table, which is good. And if you'd like to win the money, simply comment below. Just say anything. We'll take any comments, good, bad, honest, brutal. Maybe even if Ben's mum wants to tell him that he's adopted now, could be an appropriate moment. And you'll be in the draw for the money, whatever's left over tomorrow morning. So we'll take you for a bit of a tour around the place actually at the Scare House. Thanks to Look Sharp too, came on board with some wonderful decorations. You got some your zombie outbreak tape, necessary for any novelty radio promotion. You never know when there'll be a zombie outbreak tape. And over here, a zombie outbreak. Sorry, and over here just caution tape as well. I don't know what that's for. We actually got that from the Jet Park Hotel, I think. So that wasn't to do with Look Sharp. Also want to thank Jet Park for that. Cobwebs, not again from Look Sharp. These are just left over. Need to spring clean the place. Over here we've got this guy. He looks like he's from some sort of zombie apocalyptic type film. One of which I haven't seen. This clown is disturbing, actually. We've named him Neville just to sort of humanise him a little bit, but he moves and says, he does well with the zingers, this guy. I'll catch up with you, ... in your nightmares. So he sets you up nicely, hey, I'll catch up with you later. In your nightmares, you look familiar. Maybe because it's because I've seen you hiding under your bed. And this is another one. He always ends with a friendly laugh too. So yeah, he's the stuff nightmares are made of. Traumatic. Ben will be undergoing some pretty intense therapy sessions, I think, in about 4 years with the underlying trauma that this day will cause. But still to come, Paranormal Activity, Conjuring, It. Hey, have we decided what It he's going to watch? No, I was listening to me. I'm just talking to myself. Just a crazy man babbling to a camera. Who's watching this? I don't know. But yeah, It. There's some debate over which It Ben should watch. There's the original version, which traumatized many childhoods, or apparently there's a remake as well. And given effects and advancements in cinematography, that might be the one to go. So you can vote to what It do you want Ben to watch, the original or the remake. And then we end the evening. God knows what time that's going to be. With Sinister 2. Apparently the world's scariest horror movie, as decided by science. And I don't know why science decided to take time out from what they were doing, important things like designing vaccines and stuff, to decide what the world's scariest horror movie was, but they settled on Sinister. So that's last cab off the rank tonight. And whatever's left over, after all the screams and all the cash has disappeared, we give away tomorrow morning on the radio. This is the Scare House. I've been Jono Pryor. And I've just realised this is a live stream, so there's no chance to even sign off. I'll just keep babbling. We'll take you behind the scenes, shall we? We'll do that as I just fill in time until the next movie. Next door, this is the hub.
Jono!
Clint Roberts from ZM, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Clint.
Hey.
How you going, mate? Socially distant conversation, yeah. Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you too.
There you go, just on the live stream, mate. At least 17 to 19 people watching this.
I was just trying to watch you on the live stream.
Oh, you were trying to do it?
Over 19.
You know, boost the numbers.
Yeah.
There we go. But what's on the show today, Clint?
This is a plug-in.
What do you got?
Well, that's a really bad idea. Don't plug out.
Okay, no, sorry. To be honest, you don't need any plugs. You guys are doing fine.
What's the scariest movie?
What's the scariest movie? Sinister, apparently. Have you seen Sinister?
No, has anyone done a gag about like the proposal, like for guys who've got a fear of commitment?
Oh, that would have been good, Ben. Did you hear Clint's idea?
Yeah, no, too good. Take that good idea to the video, mate.
There you go.
More gags like that on ZM this afternoon.
Enjoy your coffee, mate. Communal work kitchen situation. But yeah, next door here, this is the hub. So we were driving it. It's kind of like an undercover FBI operation here. Producer Juliet has multi-screen stuff going on here. Ben, do you want to see us? This is where we watch you. You can come over here. This is what Juliet's looking. She's
This will be a bit of inception.
yeah, switching between cameras. And what happens if you point the camera at us looking at the camera? Oh, what does that do? Oh, it doesn't do much really, does it? It does what you kind of expect it to do.
That looks so weird.
Yeah. There's a lot going on there. There's my big bald neck.
So what's the next movie? Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity. Shall we have a look on IMDb, see what they say about Paranormal Activity before you head in?
Okay. Right, good.
Paranormal Activity. I see it, like I've said this during the week too. I'm acting all like, oh, look at me scaring you and putting, masks on, and this rubber mask is burning my skin. I'm here doing this. Doing this. It's not agreeing with my sensitive skin. But I'd just be as frightened as you.
Oh, yeah, and knowing that you could come in at any moment too is really adding to it. Like, you've given me some horrendously big fright.
So Paranormal Activity's done pretty well. Grossed, quite a lot at the box office. Had a budget of $28 million. That's a big budget for a movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
28 mil, but it pulled in, hundreds of millions of dollars.
That's good. So it was a big investment, but they made it back.
Fiscally, it made sense for the movie studios.
All right.
How many reviews on? It does well on.
What it's like, you gave me crap for like bantering on.
Rotten Tomatoes, it did well.
All right.
Good rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The Paranormal Activity's about to start.
Okay. All right. Paranormal Activity.
Okay. Nothing is more frightening than that.
All right, here we go, guys.
The scariest side of them all.
So am I doing anything wrong? Like, should I be trying to, like, am I, calm it down?
You are doing stuff wrong. Yeah, just be scared less.
I was really trying. That was intense, though. There was a lot of fights.
General feedback.
There was a lot of frights.
Also, less popcorn on the floor.
Well, that's you.
More popcorn in your mouth.
That's you. Okay. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Paranormal Activity. Good luck.
Okay. We got this. We got this. I feel like this is going to be quite intense. Is this it? Is this it?
Well, it's not one of these bloody handy cam movies.
No, it's all like real.
No.
No, here we go. Okay.
All right. Hey, good luck.
Oh, thanks. You stick around and watch it if you want.
Is it all shot point of view, this movie? No?
I don't know.
It's a lovely little MX-5 there. I can imagine us driving around in that
Sort of a midlife crisis sort of car.
little Mazda, you and me. Yeah, a little drop-top MX-5.
Yeah. You're like, oh, there they are. So, okay, so welcome along to Paranormal Activity. This is movie number 2 of 5 I'm watching. So, if you just join us on the live stream, you probably understand what's happening. I'm watching 5 of the scariest movies as voted by you guys. This is number 2. This is Paranormal Activity. Every time I get a fright, which apparently has been too many times, they take money off $10,000. But because I got so many frights in the last movie, they've decided to forget about that one. So Scream, I watched it. It was intense. No money came off. Great. We're at $10,000. If you want to win any of the money, comment below. Comment something, just something. Put an emoji, whatever you want. Put one of those emojis or something. And whatever you want. And tomorrow, listen to our show on the hits, and we'll call out a name. And if you give us a call, then you can win $10,000. Well, what's left of $10,000 by the time I get to the. That wasn't all right. So that wasn't even you coming in to give me a fright. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Yeah. Good. Okay.
Hold on to that money.
Now I'll try. Let's get the premise of this movie first. Paranormal Activity. Is this the movie? I feel like I'm watching a couple's... Is this what it is? After moving into a suburban home, a couple becomes increasingly disturbed by a nightly demonic presence. I like reading the trivia, but you didn't like the trivia.
What's the trivia about this?
Steven Spielberg convinced filmmakers to change the original ending. 379 people found that interesting. The actors weren't given scripts, but they were given guidelines on how to behave and what to discuss in their scenes. Great for remembering lines.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg had to, was he involved in this? Had to stop the film halfway through on a home screener as he was genuinely spooked by the experience. He completed it in daylight hours the next day and loved it.
Why is Spielberg so important?
Filming, just 10 days to film this movie. I don't know.
10 days.
They really
They
ripped,
had a budget of $28 million.
they really ripped through that, didn't they? And it was shot all on handycam.
What'd they do with the $28 million?
Steven Spielberg must have got a
How much for me to be
$27 million for
consultant on this
me to
movie?
watch it in one session. Okay, but DreamWorks wanted to remake the movie with a bigger budget and better known actors rather than release it as the film it was and use the original as a DVD extra. They didn't. Owen Pally shot the entire film with a home digital camera, and it was all shot as his own home. Contains
And
no,
that's right.
yeah, contains no opening or closing credits.
What did they spend money on?
The film Paramount required the rights for $350,000. The film went on to make $193 million worldwide, the second most profitable film ever, based on a return of investment. First Blair Witch Project. There you go.
Again, that was another one shot point of view, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right. Well.
A lot of the Blair Witch one, I always remember just a lot of up the nostril shots.
Yeah. You're right. It was kind of before we'd really perfected the selfie sort of.
Yeah. You do want to clear out the banks before you went on that street.
All right, I'm gonna get into this. Okay, there you go. There's some little facts for you. These are Why is he filming though? Like why?
Yeah, why is he?
Like he'd be really annoying to live with, wouldn't he?
It's like, mate,
I mean, I guess we can't talk. You're watching me watch a movie, but
she's probably like, can you please stop
filming
just
me?
knitting?
Yeah.
Can you just stop filming?
She's
me?
like what, early 20s?
Yeah.
She's knitting, and she's like, yeah, but not to
to
stereotype. I mean, I can knit.
Knitting, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that was really.
Apologies to all the.
Yeah, knitting enthusiast.
She's like, fuck.
Yeah, stop
Give me a
filming.
camera. Oh my god. He's back at it again.
I feel like this is going to be the movie though. She's like, hey, you go to the bedroom, you setting up a tripod? What do you think is going to happen? He must have just got the camera. And you know, when you get something for new, you're like, it's like you with the drone. You're like, we're going to fly it everywhere.
Yeah, that's good. No, I think you're fine. Check it out.
Why?
What happens if it is the camera up here?
Are you still filming? I guess this is the film. No wonder it was. You said they spent a lot of making this.
28 million. They spent $28 million on it.
Surely not.
What's the budget?
Surely not. Not on this.
Unless that was across the entire series.
Yeah, maybe. Because this, I mean, it's.
What was the director doing? He's like, oh, just go out there, shoot some stuff, mate. You can tell it's all going to go feral pretty soon.
I know. They're filming in the bedroom. I don't know why, and it's not like one of those.
You know why, dude. Why does it take two people to lift a duvet?
It's gonna.
Here we go. Night vision.
But what is he documenting? Like we know why he's doing it.
He's probably said, but we've been talking the whole time.
Yeah, true. Night one. Oh, here we go. Don't leave me down. Okay, night one. Oh, God.
Good luck.
Yeah, okay. Oh. It feels really creepy, this movie, just because you're watching this couple. Like, okay, so far they're in bed together, spooning, just a cuddle. And it's now 2:00 in the morning. Wonderful battery life on this camera. Must be plugged in. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know, 2:09. Oh, nothing happened. He's still filming. I'm like, mate, put it away. I've just woken up. Like, she's just woken up. God, he'd be infuriating to live with. He's just like filming. Like, it's like, mate, you're not keeping up with the Kardashians. It's not a reality show. Oh, so her keys have ended up in the middle of the floor.
Obviously, this is incontrovertible evidence that evil forces came from beyond the grave to move your keys.
Thank you, breakfast.
No, this is like, he's filming everything there. It's one of those situations you go away, like you do it when you're away, you're like, you do it when you're at a concert, you film stuff and you're like, it's great, but when am I going to look back on all of this stuff? And he's doing exactly that. He's filming everything.
Very mature.
I mean, someone's comped it into a movie.
I think that's my favorite quality in you. Your maturity. Big Bay, it's the day of the psychic. He's coming. He should be here probably within the hour. And we're going to go find Mika and see how he's feeling about it, I guess. All right. Tell me how excited you are to meet our psychic. Who will be here within the hour?
The doctor will be here, Mom.
Uh-huh.
Like, so excited.
Let me see your excited face.
I just don't understand. Anyway, this is a movie. I'm here now. It's very like, so if you haven't seen it before, which I haven't seen it before, it's all kind of shot on point of view, handy cam. A couple are in a house. They've got a psychic coming. I'm not sure why. I was probably talking during that bit. Why have they got a psychic coming in? So what is the... One of the best horror movies of all time.
Got an opinion on the 101 shot?
I'm done with you.
So you think a psychic would be on time? You know, like you could foretell if the traffic was going to be bad?
You're clever. Huh.
Wait, let me get my music.
Don't you even think about turning another on. Hi, Dr. Summers?
Yeah,
Yes,
hi.
hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Come on in. This is Mika.
Oh, hi, Mika.
Sorry for the camera.
So can you see ahead of like that kind of thing? Like, you know, like knowing the traffic's going to be bad?
What are they? Yeah, what? Okay, they're just documenting it. They've just...
And never hesitate when somebody says we've come to San Diego. I'm always ready to do that.
Well, I'm certainly glad you could make the trip today. We really do appreciate it.
I'd like to spend a little bit of time getting to know you, getting a little bit more information than what you shared over the telephone. Getting to know both of you, what's your life like, what's your relationship like.
It's good.
It's good. Well, that's one good step.
Straight to the point, Dad.
How long have the two of you been together?
3 years.
3 years.
Okay, so they're a couple.
And your jobs? What's your job?
Why is he here? Anyway, shut up and listen, Ben.
Mika is a day trader.
How about your health?
We're in good health.
And no medications involved? No. More often than not, things that you've shared with me can be explained away by simple things like squeaky houses or rattling pipes or...
Oh, so they
normal things.
think there's something going on in the house.
People a little bit more freaked because they're under a lot of high degree of stress. So this
That's why they got the psychic. That's why they're filming. Makes sense now.
happened to you before moving into this house.
Yes. It started when I was 8.
Oh, she's had a backstory. She's had a history of.
Lived with my family, of course, and shared a room with my younger sister, Christy. She was 5. And at that time, we both, experienced whatever it was. I would feel the breathing wake me up, and I would wake her up, and I would
So
see,
she's had a history of feeling like she's being haunted.
you should call it like just a mask, like a shadowy just figure that would be at the foot of my bed. And it was always at the foot of my bed. It was never at the foot of her bed, but she did see it. We were both, absolutely. We were both absolutely terrified. I mean, couldn't even move. It was horrifying. And we just prayed, please let it go away, and then eventually it would. So this happened for a while in our first house, and then
Building is a slow build on this one, but that's good. That's good. We're keeping money right now, guys. We're at 10. I hope we're at 10 grand. Did I have a fright earlier? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. But anyway, it was pretty close to 10 grand.
I'm not saying it had to do with the haunting stuff. I'm not saying it at all. I don't know what it was.
Did the fire department do an investigation of the causes of the fire?
I don't know if there was like a criminal investigation, but I know that they really tried to figure out what was the cause, and they couldn't. It wasn't electrical or anything, simple like that.
So then, from the time you were 8 years old until now, have you experienced this periodically over the ensuing years?
Yes, from 13 on, it's happened. It's happened periodically. Over the past few weeks, things have started happening again.
Okay, so there's stuff happening in the house. Paranormal Activity.
When you were 8.
Hence the name of the movie.
Living someplace else when you were 13, and now here, it seems to me that that's what we're dealing with. Something that's basically connected to you.
These lights have been flickering.
The lights have been flickering. I don't know if you can hear that. Sorry, you can't be watching this. We don't have the rights to play this, so you just have to watch me watching it. Like a crappy director's commentary. So what I was going for here was a 2-shot, 2 people talking. I wanted to have the sense of like a real conversation.
Yes, the vast majority of it. For whispering, sometimes I can't understand it. Sometimes
So she hears whispering in the house. I don't know if you can hear any of this.
Specifically calls your name.
it has before.
And it calls her name. Wow. Shit.
I've heard like weird noises. I haven't really heard anyone say Katie's name except for me. That might have been me in my sleep.
I can tell the difference between you saying Katie from over there in the bed and something right here whispering distinctly in my ear.
Oh, God.
So, look, and I got like firewire going into my laptop.
So that's why he's filming all the time.
You want to take it? Got the tripod, wide angle lens, get the whole row. EVP, recorder, just to catch any sounds.
So you'll go to bed and have the light on and have the camera going as you're just normally going to bed. You do this all the time?
Well, we've just recently started with the camera. Alright, bathroom right there, guest bedrooms, lights flickering in here.
Is there something like we can do to make this stuff happen, to like get it on tape?
I also told him I don't even want to mess with that. I need a one good camera.
These hauntings, they feed off of negative energy. So if there is something negative going on here, it will help spur on the haunting. The density may feed off of that.
Should let your mother come over anymore.
My area of expertise is dealing with ghosts. That's what I feel.
Oh, so he's a ghost. Okay.
Get in touch with people who
No, he's not a ghost. He's a ghost expert. Sorry.
ghosts, the spirits of dead human beings. A demon is something different. That's an entity that relates to something that is non-human. A lot of debate, a lot of discussion about what that could be, but it's not a person. Okay? Dealing with demons is not my area. I'm very uncomfortable with it. And I'll tell you quite frankly, I sense that there's something going on in this house. You cannot run from this. It will follow you.
Oh, God. There's someone going on in the house.
Something may trigger it to become more active, and it will, over time, reach out to communicate with you. Okay, I'm going to give you the name of Dr. Johan Avery's. He's a colleague of mine. He's a demonologist. He specializes in this sort of thing. He's in Los Angeles.
So he's looking for a...
What about, alright, check this out. What if we just get the switchboard, right? And we find out what it wants, and then we just get what it wants, and then gone.
Because what it probably wants is Katie. And if you do...
Oh, so the ghost wants Katie, apparently, who's the female character in this movie.
Inviting it in. You understand?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I hope so.
It's building. So watching 5 movies, scary movies. Every time I get a fright, try not to get a fright. Hence why I'm talking a bit out loud, and also to say, hey, welcome to the live stream. Then hopefully I'll have lots of money to give away on the radio tomorrow. Oh God, she's upset with him.
I feel like it was good information. I feel like I'm not nuts. I feel like at least we're doing something. I want to call out guy tomorrow. Stop the little hair in February.
Seriously, don't call that guy, okay? That's insane.
I said to call him tomorrow.
Yeah, don't call that guy. Please, no, promise you're not gonna call that guy, please. I put up with one, dude. I'm not putting up with like a legion of
Okay, if it gets worse, I'm gonna call him.
Alright. Yeah, you sound way better when you're brushing your teeth.
This camera on us now.
Yeah, turn the camera off in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, huh?
That's all I need. I don't worry.
Let's go to bed. Turn it off.
Alright. I'll set up.
She's putting deodorant on before going to bed, which is lovely, a lovely gesture, but lovely thing to do for personal hygiene. But I, like normal. No, I haven't tried that. He's messing with it now. He's got the camera on at night. It's night time now. Shit.
What?
No, it's not off.
That's the standby light.
That is not the standby light. That's the record light. Don't lie to me.
I think that probably was illegal in Kentucky and under 12 feet. This girl is a wild animal.
Okay, it's 12:30 at night. Night 3. Where are you meant to be looking? Oh, there's something going to happen. Oh God, the door's. Oh, the door's creaking. The doors are going to open, shut. Oh, fuck. Okay, so the door is opening and shutting in the night.
I was looking at the footage from last night. Alright, check it out. This is about 2:10 in the morning. The doors, you got it? The doors and windows of all of the house are closed. I just checked them.
The doors.
Flowers are not moving. Something else is.
Yeah, the door's opening. And the door's opening. It was moving in the night.
It moves again.
There's definitely something in the house.
Oh my goodness.
But as I say, when one door opens, what's it saying? When one door closes, another opens. And you may have ghosts in the house.
I'm not interested in that. I just want them to go away.
He's just always filming this dude. Oh God, what's happening? What is it?
See what it is?
You scream like that for a spider?
Oh.
Jeez.
Did you go get the camera first?
Yeah, one of those ghosts or something like real scary.
I'm nearly losing my mind. I get down to the camera.
Hey, little friend. What's your name?
Kitchen camera? Oh, okay. I need to not be around you.
Alright.
Straight?
Alright.
Okay.
Hey, you out here?
Okay, breathe. I didn't breathe for about 15 minutes during that.
Hey, tell me what the point of this was. Part of your master plan is to move the door? Or are you just doing random shit?
What?
Well, basically it could be two things. It could be ghosts.
Dr. Frederick said that it wasn't a ghost.
I'm going by the evidence, and I'm doing my research, and I'm gonna find out what it is.
Well, whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't feel, it doesn't feel human. It feels like feels like a monster. I mean, like it wants to hurt me.
Well, that sounds like an
Okay, so they're debating what's going on in the house. Some sort of paranormal activity, hence the movie Paranormal Activity. Don't forget, put a comment down below. We're in movie number 2 of 5. Try not to fall asleep. Not that these are bad movies, just, sitting down and stopping, having gone up early. A little tired, but hey, I'm battling on.
Sometimes they're really intelligent in the way they do things to freak you out. So this could be like a really rare phenomenon, and it's cool you got it on tape.
And I've been not as excited as you, considering I'm the one that's being terrified.
That's all good. We'll take care of it.
I understand that this stuff is new to you, and exciting in some ways, so I get your whole filming thing.
But just not film.
It isn't new to me.
Just tell them not to film.
I think this thing could be very dangerous. So I just want you to know that if things progress or get worse in any way, I don't want to mess with the camera stuff anymore. I don't want to make it mad.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. Just remember too that you didn't exactly warn me about this kind of stuff before we moved in together. So I think I have a little bit of say in what we do.
I get that, but honestly, what was I supposed to say? On our first date, hey, there's a demon that I think.
No, but maybe on our 15th date or our 30th.
So she's got and now they're having an argument over the fact that she hasn't brought up the fact that a demon has been following her for her life. Okay, here we go. Nighttime. You can do this.
Alright, windows are locked, doors are locked, alarm is on. Anything gets in here, we're gonna know about it.
I don't think it cares about alarms and locked doors. Do whatever it wants to do whatever it wants. Whatever's happening is already here.
Morning of the night, and then it's middle of the night. I hate scary movies. Why do people like this? Oh, God. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, I wasn't expecting her to get a fright because it's... She got a fright. Something in the house. I think you've stopped this paused it on a little moment. There you go. The guy with the hockey mask has come in here and he's paused the video. Something in the room. She got it. Oh, there's definitely something there. This is intense. This is really intense. Oh God, come on, no.
Oh, you gotta stop.
He's still filming. it's daytime. It's daytime now. It's all good. It's daytime.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm so creeped out.
Hey, girls.
You know what? If you can just show me
Hello.
how you
Excuse
get
me.
the...
I know it's beat time, but I have a little something I want to show you guys.
And we're having very intense girl time right now, and we cannot be interrupted by Mika and his camera.
Thank you. Okay, I
Anilo
understand.
right from the... Yeah,
What the fuck? I'm trying to show you guys something.
Hey, you be sweet.
All right, this is taken from the digital audio recorder I set up in the bedroom. This is the tape from about 10 seconds before he woke up.
So he's listening to. It's like, I thought you were well gone. I was like, okay.
Noise from the street. It's not any kind of electrical interference that I recognize.
Oh,
I figure it is.
So he's found a recording. Well, not found a recording. He's recorded the audio of the.
I don't want to know what this thing has to say. I want to... Don't give us alone. Trust me, bad idea. He specifically said don't do anything to antagonize or... Whatever it is.
Sorry.
No, we're going to use a Ouija board and invite whatever it is.
Oh, don't do a Ouija board.
Do my thing.
Hey, the camera's
Bad
fine.
idea.
The camera interesting. You do a Ouija board, there's no more. Nothing. Promise me. Mika, promise me, please.
Fine, I promise you.
Movie number 2, Paranormal Activity. Welcome to the live stream. Like to talk when there's bits on that I don't really want to watch. Oh no, here we go. It's night time. Night time.
Hey, we haven't got anything interesting happening in a while. Scared? God.
Put the camera away. We're going to bed. Come on. Come on. Hey.
He's always filming this dude. The dude in the relationship would be infuriating to live with. He's like constantly filming. It's like having a live stream.
You're worthless. Got nothing.
Put the camera away.
Oh God, here we go. Night 13. 3:30 in the morning. 3:13, sorry, in the morning. Oh, there's a noise. Oh, she's awake. He's awake. I heard something. There's definitely something. We all heard something. We all heard something. There's definitely something. We all heard it.
What's scarier than the former President of the United States, Donald Trump?
This will be tremendous. Do some of the most tremendous scares of all time.
Oh, there's something down there.
Hello!
Oh, shit!
Hello!
Stop it! Come.
It's me, Donald J. Trump Tremendous. You think you're watching some scary horror movies? I've seen some tremendous horror movies. You want to know something frightening?
What?
Me and Melania making a child.
Well, they're making them. Now I'm thinking about you guys.
Something even more disturbing.
What?
This weird Donald Trump voice I'm putting on, dropping in and out of character.
You sound like something like my character from Madagascar or something.
If I just keep saying tremendous, will you know who it is?
Yeah. What's with the rip? Is it like a Halloween Trump or is that for something else? Does Trump go to university? Oh, Zombie University? Trump? Did he go to Zombie University?
If you could not question the culture.
Sorry. Shit, you gave me a fright. That's very intense. The guy infuriatingly just keeps filming everything, but...
Yeah.
Much like you.
This lady's like, can you just stop filming?
She's had enough.
What's been happening here?
It's a slow build, but there's stuff going on. They're getting, she's been haunted by a demon since she was like 13 or a ghost or something, and there's shit going on.
Oh, so that's why he's filming.
Yeah, that's why he's filming. Yeah.
He's trying to capture it.
Yeah. And he like, yeah.
Why doesn't he leave it?
Hey,
Is that an option?
I don't know how stable their relationship
Yeah,
is.
I don't know if I'd be sticking around.
Oh, well, yeah.
Hey, listen, the demon's following you around. They're just coming between you and me.
There's a lot of paranormal activity, hence the name.
That wasn't on your Tinder bio.
Yeah, well, he did question it. He was like, hey, you never really brought this up.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, good.
He did. And she was like, well, you know what, I bring it up on the first date. And,
Well, maybe like now it's 3:25 in the morning. You're like, oh, you know what, tomorrow I might just pack my bags.
he can't leave. He can't leave. He's committed.
He must have hours of footage.
No.
Hours of footage.
It's like the guy in the Squid Game with the battery. It's like on his phone. It's like, you just keep going.
What does he do with all this footage?
Well, he, like, sometimes he goes away and goes, hey, I found a little thing. But he scrolls through the whole night. It gets 2:20 in the morning. But yeah, but geez, he's like, he pretty much could make Celebrity Treasure Island with the amount of footage he's got.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's it in there?
Oh, I think we got the.
Oh, you might just see the laptop.
Oh yeah, well, thank you for.
I thought it was Paranormal Activity hit me there. Okay.
All right, then, well, I guess I'll see you. How I've only had a couple of frights in this one.
$200 down. You're not doing too bad.
Yeah. Was that one? Was that one? Or was,
sorry, no,
was
we
that?
fought over each other. What do you say?
Shut up.
9,800 you got?
Okay. Was that a fright though? Was that including that one or not?
I couldn't see through this latex mask.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Me and my tiny little hands. We'll be out of here.
Tremendous numbers on the live stream, isn't it, Trump?
Some of the greatest numbers you'll ever see. Alright, here we go.
Jesus.
That was just me shutting the door with my tiny little hands.
I'm really on edge as it is. Oh, mate. Oh, well, now he's going to do a Ouija board.
What is your quest? What is your favorite color?
You have something to say in English this time?
Got nothing to say, huh?
We have here talk with the Ouija board.
Was that a demon? Was that the ghost talking there?
Is that you grunting?
Oh, he's got a recording of the ghost.
I mean, was it like 1 for yes, 2 for no? Yeah?
Hey, still. I guess I've got to get over the fact that he's filming because otherwise there'd be no movie. But I'm like, she's scared. I'm scared. So this couple are living in a house, lovely place, indoor-outdoor flow. Probably get a lot of capital gain on the house in a few years if they stick with it. But well, not currently though, because there is some sort of ghost-like feature of the house. Oh, it's 1:36 in the morning. She's woken up. Oh, she hasn't woken up. She's sitting up, but she's not. Is she awake? Is she not awake? Is she sleepwalking? Is she what? What's going on? Is she sleepwalking? Is she sleepwalking? What's she doing? She's like standing in the room and like for hours she's just rocking back and forth, standing in the. Like we're flicking. It's been 3 hours. She's standing there. Where's she going? Go back to bed. Where's she gone? The thing about this movie is there's no music because it's all filmed on the handycam. So you don't know, oh, something's going to happen here. It just goes quiet. Where is she? Oh, God. Where is she? Where is she? He's got the camera. He's looking for her in the house. He can't find her. She sort of left. Oh, God. Where is she? Where is she? She outside? She inside? She outside? She inside? Where is she? She's gone outside. Oh, she's gone outside. No? Oh, she is. She's gone outside. Oh. Katie? Oh, she's just swinging in a rocking chair. Outside. Oh, God, she's just sitting outside on a, like an outdoor sort of rocking chair in the middle of the night. Oh.
Hey, who's there? Hey, come inside.
Oh, now the TV's on. It's on static, but the TV's on. There's TV's. Oh, no, I don't, that was definitely on the front. That was just me going, whoa, like stretching my neck. I don't know who's watching me to allocate the fright, so I'll just be.
So you don't remember any of this?
No. I mean,
You don't remember getting out of bed? You don't remember standing there like a total weirdo?
hey.
I'm saying. Like that's, were you sleepwalking or what was going through your mind?
I don't know. I wasn't.
So she got out of bed in the middle of the night and just sort of stood there on the bed for probably 2 hours, walked downstairs after that, doesn't remember anything, and she sat outside and she was sitting on a.
I don't remember standing here.
You went downstairs, sat in the swing. I went to get you a blanket because you just refused to come
Fast forward it to where I go downstairs. No, I'm faking leaving the room.
You went outside and sat in the swing, and I went inside to bring you a blanket because you refused to leave in this catatonic, weird state you were in.
Wait. Did I talk to you?
I don't know, wouldn't call it talking, but I come upstairs and there's like.
It's probably a good thing he's been documenting this because she doesn't believe what's happened, so.
So that's maybe this kind of thing's been happening for a long time. You just never knew about it.
I don't remember anything. I know that I had nightmares all night. That's that.
What?
I didn't know anything about it. Just they were gruesome. Just leave it at that.
It's just trying to scare us.
Well, it's working. I'm scared.
Just gotta stay strong. Not let it get to you. Not let it get to us. Bringing in somebody else.
Okay, it's intense. Halloween this weekend. Bit of a recap for the live stream. I'm watching 5 scary movies. I'm in movie number 2, Paranormal Activity. Oh, God, they've got a Ouija board out. What are they doing? Why are they doing this? You know there's someone in the house. So this guy, the couple, they're in the house. She's been haunted her whole life by some sort of being. And he's filming. If anything, he's probably more annoying than the being, the fact that he's always filming. But anyway, that's your partner. And now they've got a Ouija board. Every fright that I get, we take money off $10,000. And whatever money's left over tomorrow, we give away on the radio. If you want to win some of that money, hopefully it's going to be a lot. I'm trying really hard to not get frights, but it's hard. But if you want to win some of that money, just comment anything below on this Facebook feed. I don't even know if I'm on Facebook right now. It could be not, but if I am, comment below.
You go out and get the best looking fucking Ouija board I've ever seen. You put it in the middle of our living room? Explain that to me. You know what? I don't care what you did. You're gonna throw it away. You're gonna leave right now.
He wants to do like a... Oh, she's not keen on a Ouija. Yeah, well, why stay in the house? Or about it's been following her, I guess. Well, she's left. Have they both left? Oh no, what's going to happen now? We're just holding on a shot of the lounge. Oh, now there's like a wind blowing through the lounge. Oh, it's a Ouija board just going around. Oh man, that's intense. Oh, now it's on fire.
What did you do? What did you do, Mika? Look at me. What did you do?
I didn't do shit, babe. Look. Whoa.
I cannot fucking believe you, Mika. I'm finished. No more fucking camera. Nothing. I'll take care of it.
Oh, she's not heavy. And he's...
Looks like someone drew something on it.
Oh, now we're looking at the Ouija board. What's it say?
Hey, Katie? Can you come down here and help me figure this out, please? I think this thing left a message on the Ouija board.
So you're looking at a message on the Ouija board. So there's a message on the Ouija board.
What the fuck would that thing say on the Ouija board?
It's kind of like Celebrity Treasure Island. It's like a puzzle he needs to work out.
Katie. Look. Hey.
She's very sweary at the moment. They're going through some issues. She's obviously been haunted by a ghost, and he's filming all the time. So that's cracks in their relationship. Yeah, I can understand that, but I apologise if you're tuning in and you can hear the swearing. I don't know if you can. But still, he keeps filming. It's morning time, and he's like, hey, here I am with my camera again.
Look, I know you're pissed, but
He's like, I know you're upset, but he's still filming. It's like, just give it a rest, mate.
what do I have to do? Just tell me what I have to do.
You have to turn off the fucking camera.
Cameras, forget the camera, okay?
Oh no. Oh no.
I swear to abide by Katie's rules and regulations of camera use and other things. Whatever. Is that good enough for you?
Anything you can do, Roller Mika.
I swear to abide by Katie's rules and regulations of
So it's 1:30 in the morning.
to not offend
Very late night for these guys.
whatever it is in any way, shape, or form.
He's still filming.
Promise not to betray Katie's feelings. Anything else?
Oh. Looks like things are better in their relationship. Morning, yes. Morning, good. So he's working out.
I think I found something pretty cool, and I'd like you to help me figure it out. So tell me.
He's trying to work out what
Or stand up.
the demon ghost was spelling on the Ouija board.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what it said. I couldn't figure out exactly what it said, but there's a lot of possibilities. You know anyone named Dina or Diane? Could be Nadine. Two men. No.
Goodbye.
No.
Well, I'll work on it. You know, maybe it could be this thing just fucking with us and it doesn't mean anything. There could be so many possibilities. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't really care what it means. If you're done playing with it, I want it out of the house. Yeah, when I leave, that's something happening. I can't.
What do you got stuff?
I don't know. Just everything. Come stay with me. Not the house. Me.
Yeah, she can't say anywhere else because it follows her around.
What are you gonna do? Go to your house and leave that for me?
Yeah, I gotta find a way.
Okay, what's your plan?
I gotta find a way.
I need to do something, though. He must be getting a terrible night's sleep.
Okay, here's the compromise. You can have your powder. You can do your little experiment. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't help us, I'm calling the demonologist and we're getting this taken care of.
Deal.
Can you look at me and not the camera, please?
Deal. All right, done. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Is that thing on?
Yes.
He's putting powder on the ground,
Can approve.
like some sort of baby powder.
Thing walks through me. It's gonna be.
Or cocaine, I'm not sure what the budget is for this movie. Maybe that's where they spent the 48 million.
Something's happening. All right. Tomorrow, I'm making the call. You can have your powder. You can clean it up tomorrow.
Take a deep breath. Uphill. Fine. Just figure out what we're dealing with.
Mika.
Okay? And we can go crazy.
So he's putting powder, like talcum powder, on the floors. Which is smart, because then you'll get to see, hopefully, if there's... But then if it's a ghost going, ooh, maybe it floats. I don't know.
I'm taking care of this. Nobody comes to my house. Fucks with my girlfriend. That's the way it is. Here. You want to do it? Call him the demon guy?
Yes, exactly.
Sis,
I want to
fucking
take
here.
care
Tell
of
us what
it.
to do. I'm taking care of it. This is my house. You're my girlfriend. I'm gonna fucking solve the problem. Okay?
Okay.
Have a little faith, though.
This is really, causing cracks in their relationship. It's not married at first sight, it's married at first fright. Night 17. They've been in there a while, they've been really digging it in through these horrible night sleeps with demons. 12:24 in the morning. They need to see the posturepedic bed, they're getting a lot of roll together. Oh no. There's definitely steps. The ghost has probably got like a 10,000 step count or something.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
was that in the... Oh no, the ghost was in the room. Because of the powder. Well, turn the light on. Turn the light on. Turn the light on.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's got like three sort of like a... Almost like a...
Just let's go downstairs. Sylvie, here, let's go.
Oh, so the ghost footstep almost looks like a webbed foot. Like that's the footprint. The powder trick was actually really good. Oh, the attic. The attic is the doorway thing is.
You didn't think it, did you? Tell me you opened that.
Of course not.
Lovely pink bats up there, well yellow bats, but good for insulation. Healthy homes. Don't go in there, don't go in there, don't go in there. Don't go in there.
No, you're not.
Okay, it's all set up.
I really don't want you to go up there. Please. You have no idea what's up there.
Oh, he's going in the attic. Why is he going in the attic? It's the middle of the night. Don't go in the attic, don't go in the attic, don't go in the attic, don't go in the attic. He's going in the attic. He's going to go in the attic. He's going to go in the attic. He's going to get white.
If something goes wrong, I'm going to throw you the camera and jump out, okay?
I don't want to be done for my car.
Be right back. Fuck is that?
What's he saying? What's he saying?
Something over there stuck in the...
Oh my God, Mika, come back down. Come on.
What's that? What's that? What's that?
Mika, please, come on.
What?
Hold on. Here.
What?
Just take the camera off.
Okay, come on. Here, hold the ladder. Come on.
Something out there, I gotta look.
Mika. Mika, please be careful. Are you okay? Mika, answer me.
No, he's in the attic.
Mika. Mika.
Oh, Mika. Mika? He's all right.
Found this up there.
Oh, what's a photo?
No.
Is that her?
This is our old house. What in the hell is this doing in the attic?
Have all that stuff burned down.
So found a photo of her when she was a kid.
You found that in our attic.
A burnt, a sort of
I haven't seen that picture in 15 years.
from her old house when she was a kid.
That makes no sense.
And when people used to print out photos. Remember those times? Oh no, she's upset. As you would be. She's upset.
Where was it when you found it?
This is very traumatic for her. Get the demonologist in here. Is it demonologist? Dermatologist? No, demonologist. Whew. Shocking night's sleep for these guys.
Lighten up the footage. Last night, you can see the footsteps.
Oh, the footsteps in the room.
So? What are you gonna do? Well, I do. We're calling Dr. Avery.
There's definitely something in the room. I'm in the house. Or in the room.
Okay? We should have done this 2 weeks ago.
Call the demonologist.
Today.
Hey. Let's talk about this first. I'm in control. I'm making progress.
No, you haven't been having any progress, and you're not in control. It is in control, and if you think you're in control, then you're being an idiot. Not a single thing you've done has helped, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but the camera hasn't helped, and the stupid footprints haven't helped. Do you think that thing would have left footprints if it didn't want to? No.
Dang. Sorry about the light.
We're 3 hours down. It was seen at $9,600. So far, he's up to movie number 2. He's currently watching Paranormal Activity. And it's time for just a good, hard-working, honest forestry worker to go and fell some trees.
It's not even going. I was like, what is happening?
Now you know.
Good health and safety, not using an actual. Yeah.
Radio pranking in 2021. If this was radio pranking in 1996, they'd be looking at us going, you guys.
You would have sawn through the chair. And, yeah.
No, I probably would have cut his leg off for a bit of fun.
I got a fright. I didn't know you were there because I could hear the noise. I was like, what's going on?
There's a Bluetooth speaker just behind you. And I came in and I imagined the sound dynamics were all off.
Well, yeah, I looked over there. I was like, sounds like a chain. You're there with a, not a, but hey, well, you know, it gave me a fright. So, yeah.
Just a humble forestry worker going out to do some.
Yeah, this is really, this is quite intense, this one.
How's it been going?
No, not great for their relationship. There's a lot of cracks in their relationship.
Just dump her. Just dump. What doesn't he dump her?
Why? Well, yeah.
She's not worth it.
They're getting some, no, but look, they're not getting great night's sleep, doesn't help.
No.
And there's a lot of cracks in their relationship.
He could settle down with someone else who's not.
Because it's her that the demon is following.
Yeah. Just leave her. Just go. Oh, what's that? Whoa, what's that?
They found a photo in the attic of her when she was little from like the old house. That how we got in there. It was like, so it's been.
Just been tormenting
Yeah.
for years.
They're going downstairs. They're going to go downstairs, aren't they?
What's waking them up here?
No, it's the same thing. I don't know. I had we chainsaw
chainsaw
incident.
Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah, we chainsaw incident. I missed her. But it's definitely, I guess it's the same demon unless the other one's clocked in for the day.
What does the demon look like?
They haven't seen it. They've seen footprints. They're almost like sort of like bird-like footprints in the thing, but it was like footprints through talcum powder or cocaine. Where maybe that's where the budget went on the movie. I'm not sure.
So they got 28 mil for this.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe that was it all over the floor.
All on handicaps.
Yeah.
We were going to film it at my house.
They haven't left the house. Now for a movie that.
Grossed over $100 million.
Yeah, they
190
all
million.
shot within the same house. We're like,
Imagine what this would be pulling in this hole.
Yeah.
It'd be pulling in hundreds.
Yeah. They're getting terrible night's sleep.
Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen.
Sometimes it doesn't, and then it goes in the morning, and you're like, ah.
Does stuff happen during the day?
No, not as much. No, it seems to be only night time, but. What was that? Was that on there or was that out there? Was it you? Was that out there?
Maybe it was the ghost of our careers.
Of careers past, yeah, like. What are we down for money? We've had a few little frights.
9,500.
Okay, we're doing good. Yeah.
So tune in tomorrow if you want to win that. Just comment below on the Facebook live stream as you're watching right now. Surely he's like, listen, it's not working out.
Your main problem is he's like committed to the relationship.
I say it's all me, but it's all you. This demonic character that's been following you.
There's definitely 3 in the relationship.
How committed is the demon? I mean, he's been.
Oh God.
Oh, what was that?
Get your camera. He always gets the camera. He's very conscious about the filming.
What's the camera gonna do?
No, he just wants to get on camera. I'm not sure why he wants to get on camera, but. What was that that fell down? Oh, doesn't like him.
Oh.
He's the problem. Yeah. So the picture on the wall is of them and his face, the guy, is all scratched and broken.
If that's not a sign to leave.
Yeah, I mean.
What? Oh. The hair
Oh.
moved. Don't walk over there.
Don't go there.
What are you doing? Uh-oh. Don't open the
Don't
shower.
go.
No.
Get out. Get out of the friggin' house. Leave the house. Just leave. Leave. It's like, what is he? Keeping up the Kardashians? Does he need to film everything? It's not a reality show.
What's he doing? Oh, that just fades out.
They're still in the house. But then it does follow her around from house to house, so. It's like the virus is the problem, not the people. It's the same situation. The demon is the problem, not this guy again. He's the.
Who's this guy?
Oh, he's like a ghost expert. He's the only other actor in the. Oh no, there's another. There's 4 people in this film.
We need your help.
This is overpowering.
It's getting worse.
Yes, it certainly doesn't like that I'm here, and I cannot help you.
No, well, apparently he is like a ghost expert guy, but obviously he can't help.
Did you need me to
Well, why would he come over? He's already come over once. This is the second time he's come over, and now he's like, I can't help you.
Wouldn't he say? Wouldn't he tell her this over the
Oh,
phone?
on the phone. Did you ring him?
Leaving won't help at all. Let me see what I can do. I've got to leave this room right now. I've got to leave. I will help you. I will help you.
No, he's saying he will help, but he's leaving.
I'm leaving.
Oh, for fuck.
So she's got a ghost boyfriend. She's got a ghost.
Yeah, well, I think the ghost likes. Yeah, I think so.
Ghost has got the hots for her.
Yeah, I feel.
She ghosted him.
Yeah,
and now he's haunting.
Yeah.
Her. I see.
Oh yeah.
Whose hand's that?
No, I think it's the boyfriend, the real boyfriend. She's obviously it's causing a lot of troubles in their relationship. I mean, as it would do.
I mean, you never want a third party in there, do you? Let alone a demonic ghost.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever see the demon?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm hoping because they've filmed it all in a house, all on Handycam. They saved up all that $28 million for the special effects of this demon.
Yeah, they've had a few like night. Here you go, night 19.
What's it going to be?
You don't know when to look. Where to look.
Come on. So they're spooning in bed.
A lot of.
He's big spoon, she's little spoon.
Yeah.
The
The blankets are moving.
The demon's under the blanket.
Oh.
He's pulling off the blanket.
He's trying to fold a duvet. A fitted duvet is always hard to fold. Oh, God, what's happening?
Oh.
What's happening?
The demons.
Oh,
Looks like.
is it? What?
Oh, nothing. It was
Nothing.
just a gentle movement of the duvet cover. Now we're back. It's 3:04 a.m. Oh,
Lights going on.
The hallway.
Oh,
It's
nice.
3:50 a.m. now.
Lights off. Good power saving.
Energy conscious ghost.
There's a shadow. Was that a shadow from the... Yeah. Was that?
No.
Oh,
It's just a
okay.
blurry screen.
Okay.
I just felt him breathing.
Oh, the ghost was breathing on her.
No.
I felt him breathing.
Never nice to wake up to someone breathing on you.
No. Oh man, this is just—it's a real slow, and there's no music in this, so you can't predict when to.
Where's on? Need to come back. It's not telling you.
Has the ghost ever turned off the camera?
No, well, no, not that I've seen.
Now they're embracing. They're having a hug.
But she doesn't think that the ghost likes the camera being on. But I don't know.
Something's wrong.
Well, surely if the ghost can rip a hole in a photograph.
Oh, he could turn off the camera.
Put
Yeah,
it-
yeah,
stop recording.
yeah, true.
Where's this going?
I don't know. It's like, what is
Very
that?
slow.
It's
What
a,
would you rate this movie so far?
it's a real it's a very different horror because it's all shot on handy cam. Not a lot of, just little bits going on.
So far, we're about 3/4 of the way through on Ben's.
No
Scale
music,
of-
like a
scale
very
of-
unusual, like Scream last time was all horror, high, action. It was all. This is very.
Well, it hasn't given you many scares. This.
Not as many as probably a Scream, to be honest. It's just intently just a build. You see, it's like it freaks you out because there's a lot of like stuff going on. Like probably this will give me nightmares.
Lights go on.
Yeah, and shut.
Well, they see a shadow.
Yeah, I think so. Oh God.
Do they work? What do these
I
things do?
don't actually know. I don't know. It's a very good point. None of them have really. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe they're in lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't left the house.
Shit, I'm late for work.
Yeah.
None of that.
Well, it's day like 19 or something, so yeah. Yeah, you're right. They really haven't delved into their backstory. She's got a friend that came over a couple of times.
Recently, there's some girl from the 60s who had the exact same thing happen to her.
There's a lady in the 60s who's had the same issue. Wild times, 60s. Well, I was saying before, actually, on the radio show, wasn't I, that I did a seance when I was a child.
Yeah.
And you
This story, yeah. You asked what it was going to have. You were going to have for dinner, right?
Hey, Drew.
I was going to give you a fry, but then I realised
Have I out-talked the microphone?
you haven't
Is it-
taken your microphone on you. We can hear you,
Have I not had a microphone on? Did I take it off?
when you got pain.
Oh.
I don't know what sort of shabby operation you're running out there, mate, but hey.
So yeah, we did a seance when I was a child, and I asked the ghost, who happened to be a friendly ghost.
Yeah.
Well, very.
Was it in a haunted place or just?
No, it's in my friend's bedroom.
Right.
Chris's bedroom, and very engaging in conversation. This
Yeah.
ghost, and
So did your friend think? Sorry to interrupt, but did your friend thought there had been anything going on there, or you just?
Right, well, let's give this a bash. So you write the alphabet around the outside. You have yes, no.
Yeah.
Then you have numbers 1 to 10.
Yeah.
And you all put your fingers on a coin. And for a large part of it, you think your friends are pushing around
that's
the
what I
coin.
would think as well, yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. But then I said to the ghost, as an 11-year-old would, what am I having for dinner? Just to test the ghost. And you know what the ghost spelt out coq au vin. Now, coq au vin is Annie Pryor, my mum's, her signature dish. French dish, French chicken dish.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I returned home. Mum, what's for dinner?
Cock au vin. I feel like you're making
Cock
this
au
up.
vin. No, I'm not making it up. I must.
I feel like this is an excuse for you to say cock au vin. That's
Next
all.
time we're in Christchurch, I'll get Annie to.
I'd love to try
Annie
some
to
of Annie's
cook a cock au vin for you.
Oh, this relationship.
Yeah.
It's,
All right. I'm gonna leave you to this.
Okay.
All right. Oh, now she's
Take
crying.
your fake chainsaw. Oh. Yeah, right. Okay.
Oh, she's
This
she's
is good, though.
distraught.
It's a tent movie, but I feel good. I haven't had too many frights.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I saw her in the live stream. Sorry. Oh, jeez. It's a perfect timing too. Perfect comical timing. Look at it. Look, she's getting dragged out of bed. She's getting dragged out of the thing.
She's getting dragged down the stairs.
Oh shit! Oh.
If I slam the door, he won't be able to open the door. Oh, the demon's dragging her
Oh.
out of the bed.
Holy crap!
Oh no.
You gotta get somehow. They gotta get rid of this. So the demon drags her out of the bed, down towards the hallway. Oh jeez. Oh, that was intense. All right. Okay. See ya. Okay.
I'll get us a hotel, stay there tonight until we figure out what we're doing. We're not staying here another night. And we get a shot at the thing, I'm gonna bring it back. Okay? Is that okay?
Oh god, she's got like a big mark on her back from when the demon grabbed her and pulled her down the hallway. It's like someone bit her. She wants to leave. I'd leave as well. Well, they're leaving. They're going to leave, but she's just sitting there like she's... What's she's holding? So she's just sitting there, almost lifeless. Oh, Jesus! Oh, stop doing it! Jesus, hard. What is? She's, read the room.
Sorry. She's been terrorized by a demonic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
I did the first door slam.
Yeah.
They weren't recording.
Oh,
I
okay.
need to get a take two. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. It was 2 years, all right. Why are we not recording? Aren't we live streaming the whole time?
It's okay.
Wow. See you, mate. See you. Oh, shit. Oh, he's angry. I know you're gone. Go away. It's like, I'm so paranoid too. You're just creeping around the corner. Have we had comments? Are people commenting?
I'll have a look. There's a bit of debate actually. Sorry, I'll get out of here. Sorry, I'll leave you.
No, that's all right.
There's a bit of debate over whether you watch the OG It or
Oh.
the remake It.
Hey. Cobwebs are. What is it? Yeah, I haven't seen either, so.
Well, listen, you know what I'm going for? I'm going for the remake.
Right.
Because the remake's an hour 50. and the original's 3 hours 20.
Whoa, 3 hours 20.
And I have a family. Then I'd like to go home and see. Okay?
Right.
That's my vote, but I will leave it to the people.
Yeah.
I won't slam the door, bro.
Where is this going in this movie? This is night 21. Oh, I'm going to struggle going to sleep tonight. Oh no, she's up. She's up. So they're asleep. The couple are sleeping. You've probably seen this if you haven't. I haven't seen this before. A couple asleep in bed now. She's almost like she's in a trance. She's like a sleepwalk. And she's just standing in the room, in their bedroom. Oh, and the covers are going slowly off the dude who's there in bed. So she's gone around to his side of the bed, but she's still in like a trance, like a sleepwalk. Someone's pulled the covers off. Now she's just standing there like watching him sleep. Where the time's ticking over. Like tick, 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 ticking. That's been a couple of hours. Now she's left the room. Oh God, where's she gone? Where's she gone? Oh, what's going on? So sorry, she went out of the room, but I guess there's only one camera on this thing. It's on a tripod in the room, and she was screaming from downstairs, and now we hear footsteps. Oh God! And she was screaming down the bottom. Oh! Oh shit! He just flew out of nowhere, 15, 20 meters towards the camera, like in the air, and then she's standing over him and she's checking her pulse, but she's obviously... And then she's looking at the camera, but she looks like she's possessed. Oh! Oh, and she just came to the camera. The dude's body was discovered by police on October 11th, 2006. Oh, so he's gone. Katie's whereabouts remains unknown. How long company rights reserved the reference to copyright owner is it? Oh, okay, it's just like a copyright thing. Motion picture is protected under the laws of the United States and other countries. And, oh, I think we're done. I think that's it. I think we've done. Yeah, we're done. So I called, yeah. I think we're done. Are we done? Oh, I think, okay, we're gonna have a timeout break. That was movie number 2. Geez, that was intense. Like it was a very different experience, that one. Like Scream was lots of frights, lots of intense action, lots of music, lots going on. That was like no music, real slow build, just a lot of creepy stuff going on, just little bits until building and building and building and then it's. Oh, that wasn't really built. That was a slow build. I was just saying it's very.
Did you hook up with the demon or not?
Oh, well, see, spoiler alert if you haven't watched that one, because I hadn't. So she ended up being possessed and getting rid of him. Like, killed him.
Who, the guy?
Yeah, his body was discovered later, and she like had this creepy look to camera, and her whereabouts is unknown. So yeah, that was. I get it, mate. Yeah.
Okay, you come into Ghostface here, who's.
That was.
Ghostface is actually managing our budget today as well. And where are we sitting at, Ghostface?
I got a couple of frights right at the end there. I apologise about that, but they were quite. 9,000. Oh, 9,000 is good.
$9,100.
Not bad. It's 2 movies down. We've got 3 to go. 9,100. You're holding on to a lot of the loot.
Well, I hadn't really in the first one, but you guys were,
Yeah, we felt sad.
We felt sad on that one.
So she did it.
Well, she at the end she did it, but I think she was possessed. So obviously.
The demon got inside of her.
But possessed her.
And so does she come back again, does she?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a second one, but yeah.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is more ones, aren't there?
On the soiled underpants scale, where are we sitting on this one?
That was just an intense, like that one will probably give me nightmares, where the scream was probably like fright, but that one was real like, ooh.
Suspenseful.
Yeah. What do we got next? I'm gonna go.
Oh, this was you had a reverse a good point.
We'll do it next.
Okay.
And then we'll do Conjuring, Conjuring watch party after.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Take me 2 minutes and.
There's just popcorn everywhere.
Well, a lot of that's your fault.
So it was a good idea that we had. Was actually why don't you watch the movies at home and you can watch along as well. So we're gonna do that next.
Conjuring's on Netflix.
Conjuring's on Netflix. It. Looks like $4.99.
How mic on, Jono? Oh, really?
Yeah, so don't forget if you comment. Oh, did I turn it off?
Nah, I don't know if this is working. This may or may not be working. He's just turned his camera off, so this is Ben's in the meantime.
Oh, okay.
But he's going to turn yours on.
Thanks, Stu.
Sorry, technical stuff.
Technical, it's all important. Microphones need to work. The deal is too, if you've just joined this live stream, going, what is this obscure setting? Is this a kidnapping or something? No. It's a novelty radio promotion where you can win money tomorrow morning. So Ben's watching 5 of the world's worst horror movies. Every Friday we lose $100 off the $10,000 prize pool. So far sitting at 9.2, did you say, Ben? 9.1, $9,100 still in the coffers. We'll see where we will end up. But to bring you up to speed, previously on Scarehouse, Ben started off with Scream and just lost a lot of money in the first movie, almost $1,000. So it was decided by the powers that be that we reset to not only save the money but save our show's credibility and Ben's dignity as well. So we reset for Paranormal Activity. And now we're at $9,100 left to go. Next up, It. Still got the Conjuring. And then we're finishing with a movie I've never seen, but online has been labelled the most horrific horror movie in history, which is called Sinister. Comment below if you've seen Sinister and if you agree with that, because that's what he's going to finish on. So he's going to finish on. It's moments like these when you're trapped alone in front of a live stream that you realise, shit, I've got no banter. I've officially run out of banter. Who's that coming in? Oh! Actually got me a little bit there. I could hear you sifting around as well. Now, producer Humphrey B. Humps, he's from Fairlie. And he has purchased, what he wants to purchase, his dream is, his retirement plan is to purchase the Fairley camping ground in the South Island in Fairley, and call it what?
Fairly intense.
Fairly Intense. It's going to be the name of his camping ground. It's a great. How is the Fairley camping ground? Is it a busy? Is it busy? Is it busy?
Well, let's talk it down for now, because it'll.
Yeah, right. They'll put the price up. Yeah, you're right. So that's his dream, his lifelong dream. Ben Boyce's lifelong dream. I don't know what his lifelong dreams would be, what his aspirations would be. I reckon. What would I imagine Ben doing? Maybe some, gigolo work in the future, if this goes south. I could manage him, manage the books, transport him to and from events, bookings. So yeah, if you think that you would like to spend an evening with Ben Boyce, comment below and I'll take your bookings offline. We'll make them affordable, under the $50 price bracket, maybe $20 for extras, and yeah. The reason we got Ben to do this is because he's quite nervous, very nervous, always operating at a high level of, if he was an alert level system, he'd definitely be up the top. Jacinda would be coming out every day and going, alert level Ben Boyce, well, still at level 4, consistently through his whole life. So he made the mistake a couple of weeks ago saying he watched a horror movie and it traumatized him, and so this is the result. Bit of champagne workplace bullying going on here. And next up, It, which is all set to go with a running time of 2 hours and 15. And things are bleak on a live stream when you're talking about the running time. Just waiting for Ben Boyce to return from the toilet. We give him a break in between every viewing. I think maybe his prostate might be flaring up again. Sort of takes a bit longer than your average person to go to the ablution block. But he works it out in the end. He sort of gives himself a bit of a pep talk. Come on, a little bit more, Ben. Just go on, you can do it. And eventually, sort of 45 minutes, he'll emerge. Very sweaty too, sort of light perspiration on his forehead after a trip to the loo. But yeah, he's working through those issues. Thanks too. Must give a big shout out to Look Sharp. Wonderful emporium of almost everything at Look Sharp. Name a thing and you can probably get it at Look Sharp, including a wide and very varied range of Halloween products, like a COVID mask. Who looks somewhat demented, that strain of COVID. That's kind of, and you can imagine that's what COVID would be like. Hi, I'm back. So yeah, we've got COVID masks if you want to dress as something topical. Yeah, you got your pumpkins, laughing pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. That's a Look Sharp. We've got this little fella here, which is quite disturbing. This guy's... He's got a range of quips and sayings.
I'll just catch up with you later.
In your nightmares. So this is from Look Sharp. He's kind of a mechanical...
You look familiar. Maybe it's because I've been hiding under your bed.
He really,
Oh, did I scare you? Good. You taste much better when you're scared.
It's giving me nightmares.
Right this way. The show's starting. We never dream of starting without...
I'm just going through the wide range of products available at Look Sharp. Jeez, I tell you what, my banter has been shoddy. How's the loo, right?
It's good to have a little
Yep. We talked about your.
I'm not on mic right now. You got on the
Oh,
mic.
you know. So we talked. Shut up.
Once he gets going, he's like you. Once he gets going,
We talked about your little problem.
the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just a bit. Yeah, it takes a while, but we got there. It was good. Yeah, it flares up from time to time.
The comment section was.
It was intense.
We always say you emerge just with a light perspiring on the forehead.
Yeah. It was like it's like a leaky tap, just a little bit there, a little bit there. We're here.
45 minutes later, we're ready for the next film. Okay, it's it.
Shut up.
This guy needs to.
He's relentless.
He'd be a nightmare in a movie theater.
He would be. Okay, I feel like that's creepy.
Okay, so if you want to join Ben on his watching of it, you can. Feel free.
Is it on any platforms that we know of?
It's available to rent on Neon.
Available to rent on Neon.
But otherwise, next we're going to watch The Conjuring. Apparently, haven't seen that, and that's on Netflix, so we can do like a little.
So it's 2 hours 15. You'd be joining us around about 6 o'clock for a Conjuring watchathon.
Yeah.
While you're having dinner or something.
2 hours 15. I thought you said it was a shorter one. This one. Okay. All right. Let's get in the trenches.
Yeah, let's do it.
New one, old dad. Not that I've seen either.
It's 2 hours 15. What'll this pull us through?
2017 version.
2017 it. So this will put us through to what, 6:30?
15 might be just after 6.
Oh, 6.
6:45.
And then the next movie we go to.
2 more, I believe. Oh.
Oh, you mean because of copyright? Is that what they said?
All right. We can probably plug your head in here. Is it off the feed?
I think it might be. Jump.
You can get me headphones if need be.
Was it just like, does the algorithm just pick up audio?
Yeah, must have done.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Why she ended up there?
Yeah, she's in the sewers now. Oh no. Uh-oh. Pennywise the dancing clown. He was in all the old town photos and stuff too.